Intro. Do you have the welcome to my video? Oh, we live. Okay.
We are live. This is my welcome. Yeah, I have no music.
Okay.
Welcome in, everybody. We are acting crazy right now. Let me fix this. So, welcome to my channel, and yay! So let me hide this. Woohoo!
Good morning, everybody.
Woo! Yes. So
You
we
want to know
have
what?
Miss T with the T,
You
and I
want to
bring
know
it
what
every
I
day.
did to further
Yes,
promote this? So, like, as soon as we got off, behind the scenes, I
yes.
went live for like 5 minutes. I was like, y'all,
Five
come.
minutes
I bring it now. Come.
right now. That's great. That is exciting. So we're gonna do some refresher crochet today, and welcome in everybody. So I see Miss Mindfully Crochet. We got Mora. Oh no, snow. Oh no. No.
She said, mm-mm.
Uh.
I got snow too today.
Oh. Oh no. You people in your snow. No, thank you. You have official Jamie. Good morning. Hey girl.
What's up, Jacksonville?
You have Miss Deborah Garrett. Welcome. Oh, we got Carol. Uh-oh. Carol's Crazy Crochet and more. What? Good morning, sweet ladies. I know she's very sweet. Oh, very nice. Saying hi to everybody. And we have Tamika. Very good supporter in the crochet community. Welcome. Yes. Oh, okay, Jamia.
She
Just make us feel
always
better.
rubs it in.
I
Always.
know. I know. So anyway, if you want to check out your weather, just put exclamation point weather space and your zip code or your city name, and it should Nightbot will give that to you if you're bored. Yeah.
Wow, you are fancy. Pink. Does that
Yes.
do that for everybody or just your Nightbot?
Well, my Nightbot, but you can do it too. You can do it too. Got to
Wow.
do a little programming.
No, I'm
Little
scared to mess with
programming.
Nightbot.
Yes. So tell me, Miss T with a T, for the people that don't know you. Yeah, Miss Mora's doing it mindfully crochet. Let's see if it's working. Hopefully Nightbot's working. There it is. Okay, so this is what you
Wow.
do. Exclamation point weather space. You can do your zip or close to your zip code. You don't have to, tell us all your business. But Wilsonville, and that's Oregon. Conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 18 degrees Fahrenheit or -8 Celsius. What? And the wind is blowing from the northeast at 17 miles. I'm going to do my weather woman voice. 17 miles per hour. And the current humidity is 73%. Back to you, Miss T. Oh, no. Back to you, Miss T.
I know, right? Back to you.
So anyway, yeah. So I'm so glad everybody's greeting everybody and welcoming everybody. And thank you so much. And we got Bonnie, Bonnie's Corner. Hello, honey. Saw you last night. Woo woo. It's wonderful. And this is Carol at Georgetown. I think that's Texas, right? Conditions are fair and the temperature of 43 degrees Fahrenheit, and the wind is blowing at southwest at 7 miles per hour.
Wow.
And
So 71
yes,
degrees in Florida,
yes,
43 in Texas.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And Bonnie, I think, is in Missouri. And let's see what she's got going there. Branson, Missouri. Yes. So, oh, is it 17? Is that for real? It's 17 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so we have no excuse to be complaining over where I'm at. That's crazy. But look at the humidity, 81%. That's crazy. That's high. So she's probably like
Mm.
sweaty and cold at the same time. Like, what is that?
Okay.
And Jamie, you have to do a space between the weather. But anyway, Miss T with the T, tell people who you are and what's your YouTube story real quick before we get started, if you don't
Oh,
mind.
Lord. Every time I get asked this question, I'm like, where do I begin?
I know because you've been around a while. Yeah.
So, hello, everybody who is not familiar with who I am. I am Miss T with the T. I do a plethora of things on my channel.
I gotta look and see what that means. I'm kidding.
um, Mainly, I go live Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m.
Mhm,
Eastern Standard Time, 9:15-ish Eastern Standard Time. And what I
mhm.
do is I talk with businesses and things like that, small businesses in particular, try to get them to grow and network and share them with our audience. I've talked yesterday to a life coach, things like that. I also I help people learn how to go live, get comfortable with live streaming, get comfortable with um, networking your channel and everything else. Try to help your channel grow, make new friends, help with watch time hours. If you need help with like Thursday, I believe somebody emailed me, and me and Jigs, we taught people how to share a live so both people can get the watch time hours.
Yes.
So I'm like really trying to help people. I work with StreamYard, but let's get that straight, okay? Because people be like, what about Restream and EvuMux? I don't do that. I do StreamYard, but yeah, if you're
Yes.
trying to grow your channel, I'm pretty much the person to hang out with.
All right. Nice. Now, how long have you been on YouTube?
It will be 4 years in May.
Hmm. That's a while.
Oh yeah.
Yes. No, that's awesome. Yeah, she does. And she gets a pretty big room in the morning. You see a lot of people in there.
Yeah, it's a lot of people in
Moving.
there.
It's moving. So Simone
And
Watchman, welcome.
we are 5 away from 3,800.
You
So
are?
I am.
What?
I just seen that this morning.
Wow. That's crazy. Yes. And she's active on all sorts of social media. So you can catch her in
Oh,
many
yeah.
places. Yes. And good morning, Crazy Crafters. Oh, your link. Yeah, that would be helpful. Just type Kelly, Kelli, in the.
Me?
Yes,
I
yes,
guess
ma'am.
me, huh? Yeah.
You would be the one. And then so people can connect. We'll just use that word. Yes.
Yeah, I hate that S word. It sounds
Well,
so-
it is what it is. Hey, Addie. Good morning. And yeah, we're getting there. And Angie's Treasures, welcome. We have Ashley, MOBS Place, and more. Welcome. Yes. And there we go. So there it is. So if you want to connect. And so this is really exciting. All right. Now, so we've been in the YouTube streets kind of back and forth.
Hey, you know Michael songs also?
I do.
I'm a new friend of his. I went to his
Are you?
channel. Yeah.
Yes, yes. He has a beautiful song out right now. I'll do the plug for you. So anyway, he's in the music community, and I'm on the edge of the music community. I like to think I'm there, but yeah, I don't play an instrument. But he did a nice duet with Lady Campion, which is another YouTuber, and she sings really. Her voice is amazing. She's got one of those Broadway voices, I call them.
Mm.
And they did a duet together. He premiered it last night. So Michael, if you'd like to drop your channel, just type Kelly in the link, and you guys can check it out. It's 2 minutes and 13 seconds
Wow. Look
of
at you.
beautiful. But he plays guitar and he does live streaming and things like that. So,
Hey, Ashley.
there it is. Yeah,
Oh, my people are rolling in. Okay.
they are rolling in. I see
Lisa.
Sweet Thumb. Yes, let me put you on. Hello. Yes, and he said, "Oh, thank you." No, it was beautiful. You know, I hate to tell. Well, no, I'm not going to spell my business. But I was listening to this, and I went, "Oh man, this is so good." That's what I was doing last night. But anyway, there's Addie. Addie's a paper crafter,
Okay.
and she's Crazy Crafters Adventures. She does live streaming on Tuesdays also. Tuesday, like in the afternoon, or like 11-ish Eastern. And we got PIA, Passionately Intrigued Arts. Good to
My
see you.
girl.
Yeah, Lady Campion is awesome. Yeah, I know. I'm just like,
Ooh, I'm like a student.
yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you a question? So, like I said, I'm like 5 away from 3,800. When I was
Oh,
under 1,000, it was so easy to catch everyone's lives. Like I struggle. Do you
mm.
have like how do you keep up with like knowing when people go live and everything?
I have a computer
I would love to know. I would love
whose name is Kelly. I do write down some of them, but I need to write more down because there's more that I'm missing. I'm not missing. For a while there, I was in a fairly small community, so I was able to sort of keep up with it. But I'm at
Mhm.
the edge of not being able to keep up with it right now. Yes. So I understand like your situation a little bit better than I did before. But with the music, because I've been hanging out with the karaoke/music community, I sort of have that. I hate to say it's in my brain,
Mhm.
but I know his schedule only because his schedule is pretty simple. Like if you have a simple schedule, I got it right in here. But if
Mhm.
you jump around and alternate, then I don't know.
Yeah, because like I'm Monday through Friday. That's it.
That
There's like
hers is very easy.
there's some people who go live on certain. There's like 5 or 6 that I like know by heart, and then some people be
Mhm.
like, I go live Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. See, no, I
I
can't do
won't remember.
that.
Will not remember.
Uh,
So, now did we get Michael's link? Did his link drop? It may not have. We got Zach. Hello, Zach's Crafts and more. Good to see you. Yeah. So anyway, Michael, if you can do it again. Did it go? No, it did not.
I
Yeah.
didn't see
Sometimes Nightbot gets tired, and if you do it at the same time, there's a lot going on. So anyway, but do it again, Michael, if you don't mind. Just type Kelly again, and you don't have to capitalize it. You can just put it in
so.
there, and boom.
Shout out to the 20 people here. And like I said, I apologize because I was excited. I was broadcasting it and everything. I'm going to relearn how to crochet. And
Yes,
Passion and Treat Arts, she told me, she was like, I know how to crochet too, Miss T. I was like,
she does.
mm-hmm. Okay,
So
shout out to
anyway,
the DIY community.
yes, and somebody just made a good point, and I'll say this, and then I'll stop talking.
Okay.
But one of the preppers or the homesteaders said, crochet is good because you can make your own clothes just in case if things happen. And I went, it went way over my head. Even though I know you can make your own clothes, but I just went, so we have some new people, fresh and fire, backyard living. Good to see you. Oh, ready to try crocheting again? Okay, good.
That's my
Awesome.
goal too. I
Awesome.
told you, I told him, I was like, come on over.
So anyway, everybody's greeting. So, we got G-Quat. Yay! Hello! In the bushes. All right.
Stay.
Stays here.
Stay.
Stay.
The coffee is officially kicking in.
Well, you were like the energy. And I was like, hey, Miss T, how's it going?
Yeah, on our first one before this, I was just like, yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, girl, okay. Now you have your hook.
Yes, I got the eye.
Okay, that's a good one. And that's what I have. I have an eye. It's hard to read. It's probably backwards.
Can
Very
we do
good.
the can I rip the paper
Yes,
now?
you may.
Okay.
Unless you want that.
No.
That piece of paper. Okay, now are you right or left-handed? I forgot.
Left-handed.
Oh no. Okay.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna have to get no, and I thought about that after the fact. I went, oh my gosh, I'm right-handed, so I might confuse you. But maybe not. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Because there's a little bit of a difference. As you know, it's the direction.
Okay.
So I'm going right to left, and you're gonna be going left to right.
You know how StreamYard has us
Sort of backwards. So
yeah.
maybe I'm okay. So let's see what happens. Okay, now do you know how to make a slip knot? And that's the little knot that you want to put on to get the yarn onto the hook.
So you guys, let me give you a brief rundown. I bring it before, but I'm just gonna let you guys know so you guys can be clued in also. So
Yes.
my aunt back in the day when I was like 12 or 13, she taught me the basics on crocheting, but then
Yes.
that was like 30 plus years ago. So
Yes.
all that is like it's kind of gone. So
Yes.
yeah, no, the answer is no, I do not.
So the beginning way you have to get the yarn onto the hook. And that's great yarn. Let me see that yarn. Let me make you big real quick. Hold on. Oh, that's Bernat Super Value. Where'd you get that?
Oh, Meyer. I have Meyer here, and it was on sale. Because I know you told me red. What'd you tell me to get red something?
Red,
but they didn't have
Red Heart is the U.S. and Bernat is from Canada.
Oh, okay.
Right now. Yeah. But that yarn is really good because it's expensive. Like we can barely get it in the States. You have to order it from fancy.
Really?
Yeah. So Meyer has it. Who knew? I knew. It's very, very soft. And I've only used it a couple of times when everybody who can relate. R.I.P. AC Moore. Let me just put my hand over my heart. AC Moore, when that store died or what was taken over or whatever they did to that store, used to sometimes get that Bernat value, which is nice.
I don't want to mess it up, but where's the beginning piece?
Now, okay, now see where that. Oh, let me see if I can. At the very, very top there, that you can pull it from there, from the center. Yep. Okay. So you can put the paper back on there if you want, and it'll hold it together. But anyway, later on you can tape it. You can tape it. But that's good. Yeah, so they have what they call a center pull. Or you
Oh,
can take it from the exterior, like on the other side. I don't know if you see it, but there's like a loose piece on the very exterior also.
oh. I will be watching the replay. So what is that called again? A center pull
Center
or
pull, yep. And where we pulled it right from the center.
okay.
Yep. Yeah. Very good. All right. That's beautiful yarn. And if you guys can get your hands on it. I just don't see it in my area. And AC Moore used to have it.
Hmm.
Here and there. And it was wonderful. But anyway, let's see. Oh, picture me crafting, I see. All right. Good to see you. And everyone's saying hello and thank you. And thank you all for coming in advance. Yes. This is awesome. Okay. And then you got Kenneth Wilkerson. I knew we missed somebody. There we go. Kenneth is here. Hey.
Kenneth is everybody's friend.
He's in everybody. Yeah, he's everywhere. Which is good. We appreciate you. He's like posing in his I love it. Okay. And if I missed you, I apologize. But just keep chatting. Okay, so anyway, so the way you want to start with crochets, you want to start with a slip knot. Now I do mine kind of weird. My husband does this helicopter thing, which we are not going to do.
Shout out
Like
to your
it's
husband for knowing how to crochet.
well, yeah, his mom is a crocheter, and she's
Oh,
was prolific. Yeah, back in the day,
okay.
lots of blankets and things like that.
Okay.
So I just do it this way. So I'll make myself big real quick.
Oh, okay. I was
This
about
is
to say, can you
this
please make yourself large?
this is the I know this is the I call it the goofy way, and so I just sort of take a loop and go like this. Just make a little loop like when you're writing cursive,
Okay.
and you just pull it backwards into this. Now some people do this over their finger,
Hold on,
but
because
you
you're
pull
out the screen.
oh sorry, but you
Okay.
pull it backwards through the bottom,
Lord
and
have
you and
mercy.
you and you make a little loop.
I'm about to
And
fail the first lesson. Okay. Can we do
yes,
it one
now
more
I'm
time?
left, so I'm right-handed. So sadly, I don't know if that's going to confuse you. But
Okay.
there it is. This is the way I do it. Some people do this thing over their finger where they make
That's
a
what I'm familiar with. Okay.
okay. Do you know how to do that then? Let me see. Let me
I
see
mean, I
you do it.
remember the finger method.
The finger method. Yeah. So a lot of times they'll just go over their finger. Yeah. And then how do they do this? They slide it. They do it like this. So you have
Okay,
this
so
kind of a
two.
thing going, and
Okay,
you pull
gotcha. Get back
the
in the
back one
screen.
over the front one
Okay, there we go.
like this. And
Yeah, that sounds
I
familiar.
think I did it wrong, but that's how it basically goes. That's not the way I do it, but you can just tie it on your hook. Oh, so that's what Carol. Oh, Carol. All right, Carol. See, this is good because we have crocheters in the house. But I'm
Okay.
trying not to make this too like scary. I don't want to like scare you, but there's so many ways you can make these things.
Oh my
But I
God.
sort of do the cursive loop,
It
you
just
know.
like, because like I've done this before, but now I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh,
and I'm just pulling it through.
okay, so do like that. And
Yeah,
just pull it through. Let's try that
yeah.
method.
And for
Okay.
me, that made sense to me as a 6-year-old kid or whatever back in
I
the day.
did it, mommy. I
You
did it.
did it? Okay. All right. So wait, we got to do Dora the Explorer. My husband and I used to watch Dora the Explorer with our kids. And like our kids are Hispanic, but they're not. They can't speak Spanish. I mean, they're African too, but you know what I'm saying. So we would be like, Lo hicimos. We did it. Because Dora has that.
Okay. My daughter grew up on Dora.
I love Dora. Oh my gosh. But anyway, let me make myself small. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So you got it. Okay. So now what you want to do is just put it on your hook, just like that. You're going to have a little bit of a tail. So remember, so the ones where you started, and look at my yarn there. Woo, that's terrible. It's through it. This
Okay,
is some of this Dollar Tree yarn. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
just put it on there
Put it
like
on
so.
there, and then you can just tighten it just a little bit on the hook, so it won't slide off. Because
Okay.
what that loop does is it's adjustable.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And so I just have it tightened on my hook there.
Okay.
Now they have what they call a knife holder and a pencil holder for crochet. Now I'm a knife holder, which is like this. Stabbing.
Now wait a minute. I didn't know we was gonna be stabbing. Okay.
Oh yeah, we stab here. Yes. I will
Okay.
cut you. No, I won't cut you. but anyway, so I put my thumb in this little area there
Okay.
because I'm a knife holder. So that's kind of what I do.
Okay.
Right. Now there's pencil holders. I mean, I can do it, but it's not I would not suggest that to start unless, I don't know. You can try this, later on. And we can come back for a second lesson, but I just want to give you just a little bit of the, okay. So anyway, so what you're going to do is you have one end is attached to the ball, and then you have the little end. Now my end is too long. It's way too long, but it is what it is. So you always want to feed from the longer end, from where the ball, it's attached to the ball. Yeah.
Okay.
You're always going to be feeding your yarn right from there. Okay. And this has terrible knots. I should probably get another hook, but this color is actually pretty good for the camera. But anyway, all right. So the slip knot is the start. So we got that. Woohoo! All right, everybody, let's put some applause emojis for Miss T. Okay. Oh, Michael said he doesn't crochet, but slip knots are useful. Okay, and you use them all the time. See? Now you gotta, is that like, not fishing, but I know those people who tie knots for fishing and some other stuff. That's pretty cool though. Yes, and everyone's saying hi. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, there we go. Javia. Thank you, Javia. You've got
hilarious.
I love it. I just figured, let's have some. Okay. Now I got to get rid of this knot here. I just, of course, I made in the midst of me messing around. Oh, we got some more. Nice. Picture me crafting. Awesome. Okay. So now we want to make a chain. So everything starts with a chain. That's like second. That's step 2 in my opinion. So you want to start with the chain. So let me just fix this terrible knot that I have here. I just made a mess while we were playing around, being silly.
Hello, anyways, Stitch It Pam.
Oh, Stitch It Pam, good morning. And I think I saw you early, but I want to make sure I say hey. Yes. So anyway, so now the actually part 1A is getting the tension. So the thing is with crochet, you have to have tension. So I'm gonna make myself big real quick. Okay. And hopefully I can get this off of here.
Why are my hands like sweaty already?
I know, because then you get nervous. I know. I understand that. Hang on a second. There we go. Let me make myself big. All right. So now, you have to figure out a way to do your tension. Now, because I'm right-handed, I want my hook in my right hand. You're left-handed. You want your hook in your left hand. Gotcha. Okay. So now you have to figure out how to tension your yarn, because as you're going along, you're going to be feeding it. So usually you put it on now I do my pointer finger, but you have to find the way that's most comfortable for you. Okay. So the ball of the yarn is going to be down here. It's down in my lap. Okay. And I'm just tensioning the yarn. And some people do it like they feed it through a couple of fingers and then do that. I mean, there's so many ways you can do it. Okay. But you have to figure out what works for you. But I just sort of do the one. You're number one. Okay. So now when you make a chain, what you want to do is do a yarn over. So when you yarn over, you just want to wrap it around the hook. So I'm taking the hook and I'm wrapping it around the hook, and you're catching it right there.
Hold on. So you have it around up there at the top of your pointer finger.
Yes. Okay. Yep. And then all you want to do is you want to pull it through that first slip knot on your hook, and that's a chain. Okay. Can we get a replay? Because
I'm sorry, I was so focused on how your yarn was on your finger. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Okay. So now MOBS Ashley is a left-hander, and she might be able to walk you through some of this too. Because you guys are lefties. But once again, Miss T, take a look at this. I'll do this real quick. So you want to yarn over.
Yarn over, okay.
You grab the yarn. I'm sort of backward here, but you want to just pull it through on your hook, and then what you want to do is, if you keep watching me, I'm going to do this is a little bit backwards here, but what you want to do is you just want to keep a nice even tension so that your stitches or your chains come out nice and even. You see that? And this helps you. So anyway, one of my friends who started crochet said that her aunt or grandmother showed her how to crochet, and she just told her to make chains. Just start making chains, get comfortable holding the hook, get comfortable getting the stitches. And what you want to do is you don't want to have like a big stitch and then a little stitch, a big stitch, a little. You want them all to be somewhat even. I mean, you don't have to be anal retentive about it, but you just want it to be nice and even. And that's kind of the plan. So anyway, I'm going to make myself small.
Let me show you what I'm over here doing something.
Let me
I think
see.
I,
Exit.
I don't know.
Okay, there we
You,
go.
you want to make me big?
I'll make you big. I'm going to watch you. All right, if you don't mind.
Is
All
that,
right. Oh, that looks good.
yeah.
That looks really good.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
yes.
I'm trying to figure out my finger method.
Yes. Now, see, that's going to take you a minute. Like it, and when I say a minute, it's, later today, it's going to go, oh, you're going to say, I like this one better.
Yeah.
Or you might say, I hate this one. Maybe I'll do this one. Oh, thank you, Michael. But you are enjoying the lesson. But that's and that's the thing with crochet. Everything, in my opinion, is tension.
My
Like
hook.
it'll look sloppy if the
Uh-huh.
tension's bad. If your tension is somewhat even, it's going to look marvelous.
My hook
And then,
keeps sliding out every now
CIA.
and then, but
Yeah, just type KELLI in the chat, and Nightbot will get your link. Yes,
ah.
and patience. I
I
know, but
gotta figure out my finger method.
yes. Now that's going to take a while, so don't feel any kind of way. Like it's going to take a minute. Like don't worry
Hey,
about it.
FR.
FR's here, yay!
I
Oh, I
got
should
some.
show you my scarf she gave me. It's in the other room. I gotta grab. I'll do that later. Got Angie's here. Angie's Treasures, welcome. Yes. So anyway, so that's basically a chain.
Well, okay, I did a change. Some of them are bigger than the others, but
That's okay. But you know what? For the first time in a while, not having done it in a while, that's actually really good. And you just want to keep your tension as well as you can get it there.
okay.
Yes.
I'm, I'm
Uh-oh.
I'm irritated with myself because I don't know this finger method. I need where.
It takes a while. Yeah. And now, like I said, if you go on YouTube, there are so many people, there's so many beginning crochet teachers, and everybody does it differently. And so, but yes, Angie's right. You're doing great. Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
you.
No, it really is. And she's done it before, so it's good. Like she's not completely unfamiliar, but it's just that, like it's been a while. So you have to sort of get back in the rhythm. Yeah. And it
Okay.
takes a little bit. So anyway, there's Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hi,
Howdy.
Steve.
Yeah, this is Miss T with the T. And let me see. I'll put your. Yeah, there we go. Miss T with the T. See, if I'm clicking on the chat, you can't see it. Then we got Lydia, Yarn Works and Crafts and More by Lydia. Hey, Lydia, what are you people doing up so early? West Coast people. Poor Samoan Watchman. He does not sleep. We have to talk about that.
He doesn't sleep at all.
Not much. Like some days I'll see him. It'll be like 5 a.m. Eastern. He's on the West Coast time now. And then I'll see him at like 1 a.m. Eastern the same day, And then he'll be playing, music, and then I don't know. He's like all over, like he's not that I'm stalking you, but I am. I'm telling all your business. You got coffee. You got several coffees. Okay. So all right. So yeah, you would have to because he doesn't sleep enough. Listen. So look at the schedule here, Miss T. I Ubered till 1 a.m. Then went to the gym. See, I would be like,
right,
unconscious if I Ubered, and then actually go into the gym. But he's doing great with his health journey. I'm very happy.
well, that's good. What's he doing with his health journey?
Well, let's see. So he has lost. Is it 60 pounds? I think it's 60 pounds in the last few months. Like it hasn't been long. But he's been eating better. He's been eating better. And and he started, working out a little bit too. So
everybody always every New Year, like, oh, I'm gonna lose weight this New year. And everybody was like, Misty, you need to get on this health. Well, I was like, I'm not even gonna lie to myself. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Right.
I mean, shout out to people who do it.
Yes.
But I just know I'm not this year, maybe next year.
Yeah. Well, like I said, my whole thing is take baby steps. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And what I mean by baby steps, just start with eating maybe a little better, less sugar, less junk food, things like that.
That's a good
It's
idea.
it's sort of work it in. And so, like I said, my husband and I, so I tell the story way too many times, but I'm trying to reframe it. So anyway, we moved from the city to the country. Like we're in the country. We're not even in the suburbs. We're not even in the suburbs. We're further out than that. But what we did was we started going to farmers markets, and everybody he's being a smarty. He said he's on a diet. I only eat 2 donuts instead of 3.
Oh, did you see what Fresh and Fire said about their stitching?
Yes, let me see. Hold
Oh,
on.
sorry.
Oh, got it. Oh, but my chain is getting tight. Yes. So try to like relax that wrist. You know what I mean? If you feel your tension getting tight, put it down and like take a breath for real. Like because if it's too tight, it's terrible. Yes, yes. Is there a trick to stop? Yeah. So it's more the tension. And so you find, and like I said, don't hold your hook. So I'll tell you, I just taught somebody crochet a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and they were holding their hook way up here. You know what I mean? Almost close to the top of the hook. And you
Oh, that's
don't want
fun.
to do that. You want to hold it in this little divot here.
Okay.
Like your thumb really should be here.
I'm glad you said that because I was up there at the top.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. A lot of people do. That's your yeah. So, and I think holding it way up here does give you very tight tension because you're holding it almost like like it's too tight.
Yeah.
So just take your hand and sort of do some of these and relax your hand and take a breath because I always say like you don't have to be perfect. Like everything is a process. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You work your way up, and then once it clicks, then you can start getting all crazy and speed and do things like that. But just try to get the general process with it. Yes.
Okay.
And
I,
there's Rosalie. Hello.
hello,
And
Rosalie.
and Precious Pieces. Oh, so Samoan Watchman is up to 70. So he's all making us look bad. At least me. But I'm proud of him. I am so happy. Because like I said, in my opinion, in the United States, we really eat poorly, and it's been sort of. I'm not saying that it's not our fault, but I'm saying that the food industry has been very remiss with a lot of the shortcuts that they've taken,
Mm-hmm.
and fast food I think has spoiled a lot of people. They don't want to cook anymore. Yeah, I'm we're reformed. My husband and I are reformed fast food people. I said that last night on my
I
live
remember
stream.
one of the live streams, you and your husband were sitting there talking about it. But
Yeah.
I could see where I was holding it up there at the top, and it's a lot tighter versus
Yes.
like back here. I
Back
didn't
here.
see. Yeah.
There you go. But just keep chaining, keep making chains. Just keep
Okay.
going. And you can always take it apart, and that's the other thing and start again. But I don't want you to. I just want you to enjoy the process.
I'm going to treasure this. It's going to go in a
You should
frame.
put it, yeah, in a frame. Yes. So anyway, so make sure you do that. So anyway, so the bottom line was when we moved from the city, we started going to farmers markets and getting like fresher veggies and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And the thing that set it really off in my brain, where my brain said, Kelly, you're onto something here, was I bought a 5-pound bag of green beans. And I think this must have been some kind of food distributor. Because a lot of times you go to these farmers markets, there's farmers there, but there's also people who distribute food.
Mhm.
And they had these big bags of green beans that were like bigger than my head, like it was just the biggest bag of green beans. And I went, and it was $2.50. I'll never forget it. They were $2.50 for a bag, and it must have been 5 pounds of green beans. And I
Wow.
said, "Oh, I'm buying this." And they looked perfect.
Mhm.
And so I made some and threw the rest in the freezer, and I just kept pulling from it to make green beans. And my niece from Philadelphia came over, and she said, "These green beans are excellent. Can I have more?" And I went, "What? Like what kid asked for green beans? Like nobody asked for vegetables. Can I have more?"
Right? Especially a kid. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And she was 7 maybe, at that time. And I said, "Sure." So Thanksgiving when we got together as a family, I brought the green beans, and everybody was like, "Yeah, green beans." And then they were like, "Oh my god, these are delicious." Because they were fresh. They were really fresh. And I just threw them in the oven in a baking dish and put butter and salt on them. That was all I did.
Ah, really?
Yeah, nothing, no cooking them for 12 hours, no ham hocks, no.
Okay. I don't do ham hocks. I do turkey.
No, 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 no. That's just
So I
but
know you.
anyway.
Oh, sorry. I know you
No,
said
no,
it's a
man.
process to the finger. I'm gonna get it, but like it is
Yes.
like irritating the mess out of me.
No, no, don't no, don't fret. I mean, like I said, this is it takes it's a process. So you have to figure out the best way. Yeah, so
Okay.
Steve's saying congrats to the Samoan Watchman. And then FR Humphrey, and she's doing well too. So I always shout her out. She and Samoan are doing really well. I forget where your number is, FR Humphrey, but she's saying eat real food, eat whole food. And that's the thing that I think like the least processed the food, the better it is for you, in my
Mm,
opinion. You know, like they're not adding a lot of salt, a lot of sugar, because there's a lot of sugar in the American diet. And so
nice.
that's the thing that, I just want to say to people, try your best to avoid, and hi Dinky Jen, try your best to avoid that extra sugar, because that's what's fattening all of us up.
Mm-hmm. It is. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and Ashley saying, as a left-handed person, it does get easier over time. Yep. Yeah, and even either, regardless if you're left or right. Yeah. See, that's the whole thing with everybody wants everything so quick. Like
Right.
art, this is art. Like you're creating art. You don't just paint Picasso. You're not Picasso in one day. You're not Michelangelo in one day. You know
Why
what I mean?
not? Why not? I bring
Why
it. I
not?
want to be Michelangelo.
You have to practice. Yeah, you got to practice. It
Oh, she
really
left
is.
me.
That's fun. Oh, your ball just rolled across the room. That does happen. So one way to get around it is if you have like a tote bag, you can throw that
Mm,
ball of yarn in, and it'll stop rolling. Or even like a bowl from the kitchen, you can throw it in a bowl,
okay.
and it'll stop it from rolling. But it does do that, and you're concentrating. That's what fresh and fire. Don't concentrate. I know I like, but that's what happens. Like your brain, because when you learn something new, you start making these connections. But anyway, go ahead, Miss T.
So beforehand, you told me to get an H or I hook and then
Hmm.
medium yarn. So
Yes.
what is the difference in the letters of the hooks?
Oh, okay. So it's originally it's the physical size of them. I'll show you one real
Okay.
quick. I just brought a couple of hooks just to like show you just the now this one here. Oh, there we go. So now it's metric. They've gone metric on us. In the old days, it was not metric. But
Okay.
anyway, this one here is an eye hook, and it's 5.5 millimeters, and it says that on there.
Okay.
That's the size of it. It's 5.5 millimeters, and it's the thickness of the hook.
Oh,
So thicker yarns need bigger hooks. Thinner yarns need thinner hooks. So here's a thin hook here. This one's a 2 millimeter. I don't know what that translates into US terms, but
oh,
you
you
see
have a
how small
wooden
that
one.
is. Yeah, and look at the difference between the two. See that?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So this is for like a lace yarn, something very, very thin, right?
They have lace yarn. Okay.
Yes, they do. Oh, yeah, yarn comes in many thicknesses. Now, this one here is a 6 millimeter. It's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to show it to you compared to the other three. So you got small, medium, and large. You see that?
Wow.
Yes.
And shout out to all that yarn behind you. Like,
Oh. Well, that's a whole nother show we'll talk about. So anyway, here's an example. This is they call it a jumbo yarn
oh,
here.
that's pretty.
It's very thick. So you need a bigger hook to pull it through. Yeah. So this is blanket yarn is what they call it.
Okay.
Yeah. And that company Bernat makes this blanket yarn. It's pretty cool.
Now,
But
is
you
that
have
medium as well?
no, this is large. This is like they call it. It's either like a large or a jumbo. So it's
Oh,
very, very thick. So let me compare it to the one I'm messing around with now. Look at the
PIA is
difference.
KELLI.
Yeah,
Uh,
there you go.
yeah,
Yep. But you see the difference?
yeah, yeah.
That's crazy, right? Yep. So this is a medium yarn, and this is what would be like a jumbo, which is pretty
Okay.
big. So, but anyway, I just wanted to show you. So that's why the different hooks. But
I'm
I
sorry.
like.
I'm reading
Mhm.
the comments and laughing. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
not
no, they
laughing
are
at you.
funny. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. But anyway, so that's kind of the difference. So that's how it starts out. So anyway, I'll give you my psychological situation with yarn. So what happens is you have a project. Let's say you have a project, and usually on the ball of the yarn, sometimes they'll give you a project on there to make.
Oh,
Sometimes they don't.
okay.
So on the back of it, and I don't even have one that has a. I do not. Not nearby anyway. But anyway, just trust me on that one. Oh yeah, here. Okay, so that blanket yarn.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think you have. Oh yeah, there
Got
is
a
a
little
project on
wristband?
there. Yes, you can make that, and they show you how to do it.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see A, B, C, D.
Yes.
Yeah, that's further
Well,
on down the line.
that's way down the line. Yeah, the ripple stitch is annoying. I mean, for me, because you really have to count and keep track. Yes. And there's Mora. Everyone's saying, hey. Okay. And then, Simone's saying, go to the farmer's market for the kettle corn. See, he's being naughty. See, he's in the corner. He's in the naughty chair. And peanuts. Now, peanuts, oh, we have to, anyway, we
You
have to
don't like
talk about that.
peanuts?
No, I love peanuts, but they're not good for your body.
Mm.
It's sort of like, uh, I think it's the sugar situation with peanuts, or this protein that's in the peanuts that people have trouble with. Butter and salt makes everything awesome. Nice. Butter makes it better. I do like butter.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stay's starting her weight loss journey in February. I sit here and eat chips for breakfast. January is is it hard for me? I think is what she means. I think. We're inspiring you. Yeah. So anyway, but the bottom line is if you get fresher food, I think it tastes better. You know? So if you shop at the big box store, um, what I found is a lot of their stuff is old, you know, like the food and the veggies. So you look for hidden sugar and salt for food. If it's pre-made, it's in there. Yep. Thank you. Fresh and fire backyard living. You're right. And then PIA saying I use a tall plastic container, put my ball of yarn to keep it from rolling. Nice. I
Mm.
like it. And let's see.
Yeah, shout
Not a
out to that
shout out to
yarn.
yarn. Oh, okay. Yarn, you say? Yeah. So yarn. Yeah. So anyway, so we all have a little bit of an addiction to yarn. But the other problem is they come out with so many different ones every year, and then they discontinue old ones,
Mm.
and they very rarely repeat, and that's the issue. So anyway, yeah, she also PI said her friend used a bowl. Do they make yarn contain? They do, but the yarn bowls, I will tell you, they sell them at the craft stores, but the yarn bowls are like too small. Like you need just find a salad bowl. I'm telling you, like that's your best, like a heavy one, heavy salad bowl. Yes. You got King Morgan. Hello.
Hey, King.
And it works perfectly. That's nice. Oh, there's Drizzle Stank. Hello. He's another musician. Good
Drizzle
morning.
stank.
Drizzle Stank. Yeah, he's a hip hopper.
Hey.
Uh-oh. And we have okay, I have to read his thing because I always screw this up. Can't stop walking but love mowing and cruising.
I
And now
never
you're
say
working with yarn. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Miss T's into everything. Yeah.
it.
Yes. And then Lydia's saying, are you just starting? And the answer is, yeah, kind of. So
But
she's done it before. Yeah, but it's been a while. Yeah.
about 30
Okay.
plus years.
I love it. So Samoan, does bacon everything? Does everything taste better with bacon? That's what Steve's asking. Well, of course, you know the answer to that, Steve. Come on now.
Man, my weaknesses: pasta, bacon, butter.
Butter.
I don't really care for bread a lot. I can do, I
Oh,
can
you're
limit
lucky. Yeah.
bread. But that pasta,
Pasta's good. I understand that. Oh yeah, Nefer Humphrey saying little addiction, oxymoron. Yeah. So, but half the problem with yarn is the color. So, like, let's say you have like, okay, I have some white yarn, I have some brown yarn, and you need orange. And then you look in your stash and you go, I don't have orange. So then you have to go out and buy more. Or the color. It's usually like a color you don't need, but people like to collect it, and that's kind of the situation. Yes. Oh, you need to get Miss T to do your sing along. I know. We were trying to get her to
what?
do
Now,
it.
wait a minute. We're
Remember
crocheting.
Yes. Well, not today. We won't do that today.
Okay.
But that's kind of where we are. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the problem. Yeah. Little oxymoron. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This is my other favorite place. Ollie's. Check out Ollie's. They have great prices on yarn. They do.
We are just now starting to get out. I've seen one or two.
Oh, good. Yes. Well, I'll tell you. So Ollie's is the place. Like my husband and I go there. Any Dungeon and Dragon nerds here in the room? I ask it with love. With love. I say that with love because they know who they are. But anyway, no. So a little tip I just saw yesterday. Ollie's just rolled out some Dungeons and Dragons gaming stuff. So
Mhm.
if you're into that, it's like $2.99. I'm like, what? This is like a $50 item for like $2.99, and
Mm.
another one's like $9.99 or something. So if you're into that, go to Ollie's and check it out. I know nothing about the game, but they have all this stuff in there, and but you have to sort of get it fast because people clean them out, and
Okay.
that's kind of the way it works. So anyway, just so you know, they do have some yarn. They right now they have this blanket yarn, and this is what it looks like. I'll show you this real quick.
And that's from Ollie's.
This is from Ollie's. Yeah, no, this is from the same company that made your
Hi.
yarn. Oops. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Hi,
Hey,
Miss T.
everybody.
Whoops. Stay to the left. All right. So anyway, this is it. It's called a Bernat Blanket Ogo. And they had this for $4.99. I think originally when this came out, it was in Joann's or whatever, and it was either $11.99 or $12.99. But Ollie's has it for $4.99. And I made this blanket on here, and it took like basically 10 days to make it, and it's
Wow.
huge. But anyway, so they don't have the pattern is not on the label, but you have to go to their website and it's on there. So anyway, so that's just an example of Ollie's. Is there a price tag on here? Oh, there it is. I'll show you the price tag real quick. Yeah. Let me see if I can get in there. There we go.
Oh, no.
Yes, $4.99, and originally it was $12.99. That is correct. And how many ounces? This is polyester yarn, so you can like wash this real well. 220 yards, 10.5 ounces, and it's called a super bulky. And
Super
see, when you
bulky.
look on the labels of the yarn, Miss T,
Mm-hmm.
they tell you what it's called. So this is what they call a number 6 yarn.
Oh, man. When I was
Yeah,
at the store and you told me to
yes,
get medium,
yep,
since I've never looked at yarn before, I was like, where? I was like 5 minutes, like, where is medium? Where?
yes.
Oh, man. So
Oh,
I do
yours is
have another
super.
question for you. That's
Hmm.
$3.99 here. Oh.
Yes, that's cool.
So while I'm stitching,
Yes,
do,
and I'm going to
do you
make you
hold the
big. So
yarn?
let me. I'm going to just so I can see you better. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Like I'm holding the stitch. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Or should it just be free falling?
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to tension your yarn because you're left-handed. You want to tension it in your right hand. Yep. So you want to wrap it around a finger, a couple fingers, whichever way makes it easier for you.
Okay.
And I would say, because I see you getting really, really close to the edge, you can actually pull that back a little bit because it's going to get tighter. Yeah,
Pull it back.
your finger in your right hand, your
Oh.
right hand. Yeah, that one. Yep. Because it's going to get real tight. I see your tension getting very tight. Just me watching
Oh,
you.
okay. So do
Yeah,
what
yeah,
now?
yeah. So I would just say, like you had your finger kind of. Let me see. Let me put
Oh, kind of
myself
close
back
to
here.
it.
Kind of close. I would pull it back just a little bit. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
Lacey. She
yeah.
went
Like in other
live with.
words, I saw you sort of doing this. Let me see if I can do this. But you had it back here, and
Uh-huh.
then you were kind of as time was going, you were coming closer and closer
Yeah.
to the hook. I would
Let
say
me
just give yourself a little bit of leeway there. You know what I mean?
let me explain because like when I'm back here and then
Yes,
I try to loop it around, it feels like it's like loose up here at the what is this? The hook.
at the hook, right?
So I kind of lean towards the front
Mm-hmm.
so it won't like fall out. So I
Yes.
don't know. I guess I gotta figure
It's
out
up
how
to you,
to.
and this is the thing that's individual amongst people. You have to find your sweet spot. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes. And everybody's saying hi. Nice, and I hopefully I didn't miss you, King Morgan. Hello. Yes, yes,
Oh, and make this go viral's up in here. What's up, girl?
yes. She is. I had to go back up a couple. Yes, good to see you. And hey, she's saying hey. And we got Miss Gloria Bowman. She's another crocheter. And let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, so Ashley said that's my problem. It's the addiction. I think that's what she's talking about. And or are you talking about the food? Because we were sort of
The
talking about.
yarn or the food?
Yeah, it could be both. Thanks for coming in. Make this go viral. And welcome, Miss Gloria. She does a lot of crocheting too. Oh, buying more yarn. That's what I thought. I didn't want to tell all your business or making any assumptions, but yeah, you got it. Let's see. Okay. And then let's see. Drew's saying, get this. The guy collaborating on my current track with me goes by Shizzle, and he does anti-establishment raps. Too many coincidences to not. So it's about narcissism of politicians and media. So we got Drizzle, Stank, and then Shizzle. Drizzle and Shizzle. Wow, that's crazy.
This one shizzle. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so Drew's an awesome guitar player. Yeah, he plays guitar. Yeah, and PIA's got $1 cheaper. Yeah, see, so Ollie's is based out of Pennsylvania, and they're right down the road. You know, Ollie's #1. We went there, my husband and I, over the Christmas holiday, and we couldn't believe the difference in our store. They were about 40 miles from where they're located, and they had way different stuff in each of the stores. But anyway, we got Living Out Loud, the podcast. Good morning, ladies in chat. I see you, Miss T. Uh-oh.
I'm trying. Okay, so now I need to work on not having my hand all the way up here.
There
That's
you go.
tension.
Yes.
And then also not holding the yarn up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's really it. But you give yourself time. I mean, it looks good.
Okay.
You got Lee CJ. Good morning, everyone. Good to see you. Hopefully I said that right.
Mm-hmm.
Is okay. And Can't Stop. Everyone's saying hello. Hello, hello. And everyone's saying great. This is awesome. So you're doing great. And I think that is a good, that's a good stopping point at this point. Unless you want to try a stitch. You want to try a stitch?
Oh, Lord. Okay. We can. My
but your chain's looking good.
Okay. It's like various shapes and sizes.
Mm-hmm. No, but that's okay. It's your first time. There's no judgment. No judgment zone on I bring it every day. All right. So let's see. Fresh and Fire Backyard says she's going to check out Ollie's. We're just getting them down there. Usually we go to Big Lots for discount crafting stuff. Yeah, Ollie's, I think
everywhere.
Yeah, I think Ollie's is pretty good because they have some kind of deal with Lion Brand. And I noticed a little bit with this Yarnspirations, or Bernat, which makes that blanket yarn. Those are the two companies I noticed they deal with mostly. So you'll see some Red Heart Super Saver in there. You'll see the Bernat blanket. You'll see stuff like that. But anyway, everyone's saying hello. And yes. Oh, we got Sandra living a full life. Or is it Sandra? But thank you.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
What do you say? You say all the time back there? Girl.
Usually, like in my mind, I'm going, they're like, yeah, and then I bought 400 skeins of yarn, and I'm like, girl. In my mind, I'm going, girl. Anyway. Yes. And then Drizzle's saying, that's what's great about every Ollie's has just whatever warehouse buyouts they get in their area. Yep. Oh, and then Samoan Watchman wants to be Swizzle. I love it. That is awesome. Swizzle. Wow. And he's saying hello. Okay.
Lizzie J, I'm making you a sweater.
It's gonna
or a blanket. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. So Angie's Treasures, how dare you grind coffee and not share with the rest of the class? That sounds great. Yeah, my husband and I were doing that for a while, and then we were just like, we just were like, whatever. Yeah, but we love coffee. We drink a lot of coffee.
Now, are you one of the type of drink coffee all day? I just drink it in the morning, and I'm done.
We used to. So we had a little addiction situation with the coffee, so we sort of one a day. Yeah. But the other night, like he said, I want some coffee, and I said, I think I'm going to skip. But you enjoy that coffee. Then he was up all night.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he goes, that never happens, and I'm like, well, you're getting old. So that's what happened. So anyway, Samoan has a list of projects, but I promise I will crochet. You better. I've been trying to get him to crochet for like a year and a half. Samoan. Yeah, he's anyway, thinking of a beanie. Oh, one big enough for my special head. Oh, nice. Let's see. Yeah, Samoan Watchman's very, very, very tall. He's a big guy, so Okay. And let's see. So Drizzle says, Have an R&B dynamic. We're both agnostic. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. He plays everything. Yeah, that's cool. Everyone's saying good morning.
Ooh, I'm getting nervous off of Angie's comment.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Which
Am
one?
I?
Oh, single crochet. Yeah, that is the next step. Yes. Yes. Okay. And I just ground small batch from Ollie's. Okay. So coffee. I know. Yeah, you gotta. So listen, if you feel yourself getting, you should never have a sore wrist. Like that's bad. The other thing I want to tell you is, girl, I'm with you trying to crochet. Yeah, it's very. I think it's harder than knitting.
Girl.
Girl.
Okay. The struggle and concentration.
Yes, and that's okay. I mean, and like I do these crochet groups with my people out in the community. We just sort of we just sort of just like take it, but half the time we start talking and then nothing happens. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. So anyway, yes. So anyway, so yeah, fancy coffee people. My husband and I used to be that, but we just buy coffee now. Like we're not fancy. But yeah, Miss T's ready for the next step. And oh, okay. Oh, crispy. Yard is crispy grass. Really? Okay, North Carolina. Yeah, see, we had so much rain here. It's a shame we can't import it to the Carolinas because we got inches of, like, we have rivers going by my house now that weren't there.
This comes off the yarn one more time.
Yep.
Why is my yarn still on the needle? Uh-oh.
Well, it's supposed to be on the needle. Anyway, I have a little bit of a cough, so I don't want to like cough in people's ears, so I have to sort of do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes. And we got Maritza, Yarn and Crafts. Good to see you. Hola, ¿cómo está? Yes. And Lisi said, I haven't crocheted in years. I started a blanket 15 years ago, and it's still a coaster. That is hilarious. And that happens.
Girl.
Yes.
Cherish that coaster.
Yeah, hey. Let's see here. Yeah, I have nothing finished nearby. Oh, actually, no, I can show you. So this blanket is way too big. And I'm trying not to get like too crazy with this blanket. We got Mary King. Hey, thank you for coming in. But anyway, and then Drew said his rain has been dormant, so it didn't soak in, huh? I think that's what he means. But anyway, so here's the blanket, and I'll just show you just a little bit. So this, so here it is. It's like massive, and I don't know if you can see the.
What weight yarn is that?
So this is this number 6. They call it number 6 or super bulky.
Oh, okay.
And this is blanket yarn, and I suggest if you're new, don't start with this because it's very, very heavy and harder to tension. And so I always say to people, like the tension on this is really tough. You know what I mean? But here, yes, I'll show you this real quick. And I'll try to stand up because that's the easiest way to see it. And I just hope I don't knock over my water. Okay, here goes. Let's see how this goes here. All right. So I'm going to just make it a little bit big here. But this is that blanket. And it's massive. And I've fallen asleep while crocheting this blanket.
I can imagine.
Because it's so warm. And it's just ridiculously huge. But anyway, there it is. But
we're definitely going to have to do this again.
Yeah, we will absolutely. And anybody else who's really into it, like I said to Miss T, I said we can do it behind the scenes. So, but if you don't want to necessarily,
no, like, I would love to learn. Like my question all the time is like, the 2 different colors. Do you start off with one color, or do you just like all that? That's like the advanced level.
It is. Changing color is another step, and so you're not ready for that just yet. I mean, it's not hard, but it's just, okay. It can be a lot. And so I still have things. I sewed it. What you have to do is you get these little ends in your, and I'll show you, like, here's a little end here, like when you're changing colors. And so what you have to do is you have to sew them in and then trim them. So this blanket, I started trimming. I trimmed about 30 pieces already out of it. That, to sew in the ends. And I still have more to do. And it takes a while to do that. So I have to, after a while, you have to sort of put it down and park a project. I call it parking a project.
I don't want to leave. I just want 2 minutes. The dog just wants to go out here and pee real quick,
Oh,
and
I
then
understand.
give me
Yes.
one
Oh,
moment.
oh, enjoy. Yes. What's your doggy's name?
Uh, Her name is Chocolate.
Oh,
Give me like 2 minutes.
okay. Yes, ma'am. All right. So Miss T's walking the dog. Let's see who else we got here. So anyway, so that's the basic process of crochet. Like I would just say, just sort of have fun with it, loosen up that hand, and sometimes you need to do these little, stretch your fingers. You can massage your hands in between. If you feel your tension getting really tight, you just want to make sure you relax, and that's kind of the deal. Let's see. Good good morning. Picture me crafting. Yes, he's saying hi to everybody. Everybody. Yeah, everyone's saying hi. Let's see. Any new. Let's see. And then Fresh and Fire Backyard Living saying, same Lacey J, but 5 years ago, mine was supposed to be a cute wrap. It ended up being a correct coaster. That's when I stopped crocheting. Aw. Yeah, it's hard. And and if you have a project, this is a little piece of advice. I would say if that project isn't moving you, uh, and if it's like pain to make it, then don't make it. And surprisingly, that blanket, for as big as it is, I just kept going. Like I really didn't want to stop, and I was surprised because I don't normally make blankets. That's not my thing. I make a lot of other stuff, but I just went, this is going really well, and I just kept going, and I cranked it out, and bam, it was done. So yes. Oh, can I show you how to hold the yarn? Sure, I will do that, and I can't stand sewing in it. Yeah, and it does take a minute. Yes. So anyway, see, while Miss T's hanging out, I'll show you how to hold the yarn. Now, this is the way I do it. Now, everybody's going to be a little different, but let me see. Let's see if I can. I was going to try my little overhead camera, but my camera's already dead. It's very slow. I mean, but anyway. So what I'll do is I'll show you. So this is my right hand. So I'm right-handed. The ball of the yarn is on my left hand side. This is my left side, and I'm right-handed. I have the chains are already on the hook. So I usually what I do is I just go around my finger and sort of hold the rest this way. And then as you're crocheting, I'm feeding it from the ball. And the yarn is just coming from the ball that way, right? So some people, I saw a lot of people do this thing where they kind of put it over their hand like this and they sort of feed it. But I think if you're feeding it this close to your hook, it's going to get too tight, especially if you're a newer crochet. So I just like to hold mine back a little bit, but that may not work for you. So once again, and all I'm doing is I'm just sort of holding my chains, and I'm just making chains. And I'm just feeding it very, very slowly through the ball on my left hand, the one that's not holding the hook. And I've got this is starting to split a little bit. But that's all I'm doing is I'm just doing it nice and easy. Just nice and easy. But you just need to have a little bit of tension, in that hand there, from the ball. And then that way it's sort of like, in other words, you can't crochet without tension. Like you have to sort of hold that yarn that's feeding in with a little bit of tension. Yep. Okay, you're back. That was quick.
It's snowing
Yes.
outside.
Oh no.
But she does her little thing and comes right back.
Okay. Yes. But anyway, everyone's saying hi. And let's see. Yep, Maritza saying hi to everybody. Yeah. So
And
anyway, so they asked about like tensioning again, how to
okay.
hold it in your hand. But like I said, there's so many ways. I've seen it kind of this way. I've seen people sort of do this, and they sort of feed it this way. But like I said, I think this is too much tension here. So you gotta this is too much because it's too close. And like I said, you just want to breathe and like let that be free. We're doing some yoga. Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah. Oh, and crafting gloves. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea, Miss
They have
Amos.
crafting gloves.
They do, because sometimes people, their hands get tired. Yeah, their hands get tired. Yep. And there's Anne Marie, good to see you. I love your
Hey,
new
girl.
name, Cooking Vibe. I like that. With Anne Marie Love. Hello. We got Ola Joe, the crocheting sailor. Welcome. Hello. Good morning, Kelly and Miss T. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. Yeah, so the gloves might be a thing. And you have to get, when you get real serious, like I always say, don't spend a whole lot of money when you're just starting back up. And then you just want to see like if you like it. Like don't go out and buy like $40 skein yarn. Don't go out and buy, $100 hooks and needles until you find out like what you like. And I would say just try different types of needles because they have plastic, they have bamboo, they have wooden hooks. Like
Is there a
there's
difference?
tons. Yeah, and they all feel different.
Oh,
But I like these old school, I forget what brand this is. This is Boy. I use all the needles. There's a Boy and Susan Bates. Those are the two for crochet. I
I
forget which
got
one
Boyd.
you have Boy. And that's what I have. I have Boy. And Boy has sort of a thicker, it has this kind of a long nose on it
Mm.
compared to Susan Bates. But and some people like Susan Bates, some people like Boy, some people like furls, fancier needles or hooks and needles and things like that. But like I said, I would say don't get fancy until you're ready. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How long have you been crocheting? I bring it.
Oh Lord, I don't even want to tell you.
Okay.
It's been way too long. But it's been about 30 also. I think it's
Mm.
maybe even a little more. Oh Lord. Anyway, yeah, I was really young. So my mom showed me, my mom only knew the chain and single crochet. And I know Sola Joe's laughing at me. I know because child I'll be telling them my business. Girl, yeah. Everyone's saying hi. But yeah, I mean I started when I was really young. I was in elementary school and um but my mom never made anything. I think she just did it for the like the relaxation of it at the end of the day and things like that. It was
Oh,
awesome. Oh, I miss Barry's here. Storms, cats, and radio. There you are. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Oh, and Ashley walked her dog too. She's got a little munchkin dog,
okay.
little purse dog. You
That's what I got.
have a purse dog too? Yeah,
Yeah.
those are cool. So anyway, let's see. But anyway, yeah. So I started actually, but I knitted first. I knitted first, and then I crocheted later. No. I crocheted first, then knitted, but I really knitted. Crochet, I only learned like a couple of things. Yeah, but then I really knitted. So, and then I knitted for a long time. And then I sort of came back to crochet and sort of took it to the next level where I learned all the stitches and things like that. But I want to show you another thing that you can do, Miss T, or anybody who wants to learn, is go to your library first. And there's basic knit and crochet books. And I'll
Mhm.
show you this real quick. I meant to do this sooner, but this one here, I found this in my library. This was from the 80s, I think.
Oh
It's
wow.
called Better Homes and Gardens Knitting and Crocheting. And it's got the granny square blanket on there. And basic knit and crochet books are good because they show you pictures. And they also give you patterns. So let me see if I can. Of course, they don't. This is not a good one. I thought this was actually better at showing what the stitches look like. Ooh, I don't like this one. Boo, boo, boo. I thought this was actually better. But I think this book, because I got this from the library. It's got a couple of pages missing, but I found this at the thrift store. But originally, when I got this book, I found it at the library. Yeah, and I think somebody took out the really good pictures. Oh, here we go.
Oh
Here we
wow.
go. Yeah, because sometimes that happens, when you get these old books. Let's see. Here we go. So here's basic stitches. Although I don't like the picture of these. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. This isn't real good, but you see how they have how to hold your hands, and
Yep.
it's doing a slip knot and some other things there.
Mhm.
So this is another way that you can take a look. Now, there's also YouTube, obviously, and that one's knitting. But here's the crochet. Yeah, see, this poor book's been through it. there's how to hold the so they're making chains there. See in that
Mm.
picture, yeah, and then showing you all the different stitches. So this is another way that you can, use to learn how to do pictures. But I'll show you another one. This is another book that I used way back in the day, and this one's called Reader's Digest Complete Guide to Needlework. And see, they show you embroidery, rug making, latchwork, quilting, patchwork, macrame, crochet, knitting, applique, and needlepoint.
Oh, that one looks like 70s version.
Yeah, this is I think, yeah, it's pretty thick. It's got 500 pages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they show you just a little bit of everything, but let me show you the crochet real quick.
Hey, you learn, Robert.
Oh, hey, you learn. Hey, welcome in. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, this book is old as heck, and I thought they had better pictures in here, but they don't. I thought there was. Oh, here we go. How to hold the hook. Here we go. So there. Let me see if I gotta move. Hold on a second. Let me move my water so I don't have a situation.
Right.
But there is how to hold the. You see that? So that's the pencil hold.
Okay.
To the right there, the pencil hold. So you're literally holding it like a pencil.
Okay.
And I hold it like the knife. So I have my thumb in there, kind of like, a knife. This is how to do the, taking your hands. And you see how they're tensioning it on that third one from the, yeah, right there. They have it around their pinky.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah. So you see how there's different ways to do this stuff. And so sometimes a book will give you some illustrations on how to do it. And you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's some way, there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. And it's very, very useful. And then this thing, it shows you all these different stitch patterns. And I don't know if you can see that there. But there's all kinds of stitch, they show you all the stitches and what they look like. And that's what's really helpful sometimes with a book. You take it home, you read it on your leisure, you know what I mean? And then you can just refer back to it. Like, the thing with YouTube that I love is if your internet's working, it's great. But once the internet's not there, you can't get on there. You know what I mean? It's more difficult.
Right.
So sometimes having something in, a hard copy is good, So anyway, let me just say hey to you learn. Hello. And let's see who else. Here we got you learn is there. Nice. It's Robert. And he's saying hello. Oh, Sandra, there we go. I got my yarn from the Dollar Tree some years ago. Started with my sister. She lives in another city and she's left-handed. Now I can knit, but I always thought crochet had too many stitches. That is correct. So for people who don't know, have you ever knitted, Miss T?
No. I was going to ask you the difference between knitting and crocheting.
Okay. Well, that's a good question. So knitting is you use 2 needles and both hands 2 needles.
Okay. Like double Dutch.
Yep. And right. And crochet is using the hook. So I think crochet does mean hook. There's some kind of meaning behind that. I think crochet is hook. There's something with hook in it. Yeah.
Got
And and they, if you look at the history of crochet, they say it's been around forever, in that you just make stitches with 1 hook, but knitting is 2 needles. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's really the difference. And so when you think about knitting, it's more like so crochet is very lacy. So that you tend to see holes in things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, here's an example. Here's a granny square. You see how there's holes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And that's the disadvantage of crochet, because a lot of the stitches can be very holy, but you can crochet more tightly. They have this, so this is, see how there's less holes here? So some
Right.
stitches have more holes. And if you use lacy yarn, which is thinner yarn or thread, it comes out very lacy. So you see a lot more holes, but depending on the size of your needle and the type of yarn you're using, you can use less holes. So this one here, because of the size of the hook I used, there's very little holes. And so that's one of those things that when you come out and like you make baby blankets, you want to make sure that you don't have holes in them, right?
Okay.
because
Do you
they
have
can get
some
their little
examples of
hands
some that
stuck
you
in them.
knitted?
Yes, and I will show you one. Let me see. Do I have anything knitted nearby? Okay, I just knitted this the other day. So let me show you this one. This is a little bit small. This is a little headband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you see how there's no holes with knitting.
Okay.
So when you think of a sweater, most sweaters are knitted, even though they're knitted by machine.
Mm-hmm.
And but like I said, but here's like crochet, it tends to be very lacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And even there's little holes here, see? They're really small. But see, knitting tends to be almost more, I would call it fabricy. That's the only word. I don't know what other way to place it, but but it's sort of like more like fabric. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the thing about knitting is there's only 2 stitches.
Oh,
And so once you learn the 2 stitches, you're good.
okay. And I
That's it.
also seen the people with some kind of like not a machine, but like a little piece of plastic with these little things
Yes.
sticking up. What is
Yes.
that?
So that's a knitting loom.
Okay.
And basically, I don't have one nearby, but what you do is you wrap the yarn around these little pegs. They're like pegs, and they're
Yeah.
spaced, evenly apart or whatever. And you wrap the yarn around, and then you take one end of the yarn and you put it over the other. And all you do is you just sort of loop it over, and you keep rewrapping, and then loop over, loop over, loop over, and that's it. And
Mm.
some people can really crank out hats really quickly with those.
So, like with that, you can only make like a hats or circular.
Well, they have rectangular looms and they have circular looms. You can mostly make hats with those. I mean, you can make square items on a circular loom, but there's a little bit of logic and stuff like that that you have to
Right.
follow a pattern for. I would say, like I don't think you can just come up with that on your own. But there are a lot of tutorials on YouTube where people use loom knitting. But I think once you learn how to knit by yourself, you will never loom knit again. And that's my opinion. Yeah, like once you loom knitting is kind of like it's weird. It's a little clunky, but it does work. Yeah.
Mm.
So you can make socks on there. You can make hats. You can make scarves. But like you'll see if you go into a craft store, you'll see these round looms, and usually they sell you 1 or 2 or 3 in a row. And there's like a big one, a smaller one, like a small, medium, and large one.
Mm.
And like the small one is usually for like baby hats. So babies' heads are real small. And then, the medium one's kind of for an adult or a medium sized, person, like a teenager or whatever.
Medium sized person. Okay.
Medium size. And then the large one. Then they have a really large one. Yeah. And then they have these Afghan looms, which are real big. They're like massive. I've never actually used one, but you can actually make Afghans on those. And it's crazy. But to me, I would rather just knit it or crochet it and just keep it moving. Like
Okay.
that to me, it's like an extra step. Yep. But you always thought I had too many stitches. So the whole thing with knitting is you have to, once you make the stitch, you take it off the needle. And that's the part where people have trouble. Yes, Sandra. Yep. So anyway, but let's see. Everyone's saying hi. Did I miss anybody? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this is good. Fresh and Fire, Backyard Living. Goodwill, yes, is good. Or any thrift store for the crafting. Because they have a lot of those old crafting books, which are great.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep. And some of them, people buy them and they never use them. That's the one thing I noticed. People very rarely use them. Yes. Oh, yeah. And that book is available. Not that I'm sponsored, but Thrift Books does have copies of this book. And that book, the last one, is in. They have one for sewing. They have this one for the needlework. And there's one more that they do. I think woodworking. They have something with woodworking. And this is out of print, but you can still find them. Yeah. And thriftbooks.com does have it. And there's different editions. This must have had 50 editions or something. Not 50, but like 30 editions. And I forget, I'll tell you what year this is. But this is a great book. Or any book like this. And a lot of people are putting out books like this where they give you just a little taste of this is like what I would call the fiber arts, So you learn a little knitting, a little crochet, a little rug making, lace making, things like that. Yeah. And there's projects in here also. And there's a little bit of quilting actually in here too, which is crazy.
Quilting. So we got crocheting,
Hmm.
knitting, and
Yes.
quilting.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and then rug making. Like I don't know if you've ever seen them. They don't make that. People don't make these anymore, but uh, a lot of the like I'm trying to think the Amish people. I don't know if you've ever seen these, but if you go to the flea market, sometimes you'll see these things. I'll make myself big real quick. Yeah, so it's a great book, and there's others that are similar to this, but I like this one because it gives you sort of a little flavor, a little taste.
Okay.
But I don't know if you see these rugs, like
I
Amish people
do.
make these. Yeah, you see those,
Hmm.
and they make them out of rags, and
Oh, wow.
they sort of weave them. And weaving is another fiber arts. Let me see if I can show another picture here.
What's up, Jigs?
Oh, hey. Let me see. Anything else? Embroidery. Oh, here's lace making. Look at this. Now, this is not my cup of tea, but you can make lace, you know? I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to see that picture. It's a
Kind of
little bit
hard to
small.
see. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. But I mean, there's all these things that you can do, and they show you all the tools. And see, that's the other thing. The reason why I like this book is it shows you some of the tools that you need. So let me see if I can show you real quick the crochet hooks again. I think there's a picture. Oh, here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Crochet. I just lost it. Crochet. Oh, here we go. Yes. All right. So let me see. Where are the supplies? They did it better with the knitting. Okay, here we go. Let me show you this. So this is all the different hooks.
Wow.
You see what I mean? Oh, this lighting is kind of weird. Let me see if I can get in there. But anyway, they show you the hooks. They have Tunisian hooks. See that one? There's plastic in the white.
Mm-hmm.
It's plastic. There's a wooden crochet hook there.
Hmm.
There's all these things. Yeah, it's crazy. So, and then they talk about on this page the different thicknesses of the yarn. And I don't know if you can see that picture.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
It goes from very, very thin to very, very thick. And then
Mm.
they tell you what the recommended hook sizes are. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize with yarn is that you have to sort of match the hook size to the thickness of the yarn. And
Some
that's
people in your comment section are wanting to know about some tutorial classes, some live stream tutorials.
oh oh my. Well, we can do that. So I would say and we had Suzanne, good to see you. Let's see. Oh yes, and let's see. Low in the Goodwill. Did I miss it? Did I miss that? Do 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 do
It's
do.
Fresh and Fire, and then Samoan said, "Yes, teach us."
Oh, okay. We can do that. So now, I would say just you could hit me up on. Oh, we got Rosie's here. Rosie's Crochet. Good to see you. You can hit me up on. Uh, well, I
Instagram.
have my Gmail is in my about section. You have to scroll way down there, or you can hit me up on Instagram. I bring it every day. That's that's where I am everywhere. And Facebook too. Yeah. So but that's but yeah, I definitely enjoy, teaching all this stuff because the thing is it's not a dying art, but for it's anyway, during my lifetime it's ebbed and flowed. And so I noticed that around the pandemic, that's when the
Mhm.
the increase went up with crochet and knitting. And so a lot of people are doing that nowadays. And I'm so glad because when I was doing it in high school, people stopped. Like so, like in the late 70s, everybody was doing it. People were making clothing, they were wearing clothing. It was crazy. And then it stopped and then it became uncool. And then now it's cool again. So it's kind of it's exciting. Yeah. Yes. But yeah, we can do that. And okay, so F.R. Humphrey said loom knitting is faster for simple items. Okay. See, I'm not as in Jags. Hello. Hello, and let's see. Okay. So tutorials with looms. Now, I do not have a tutorial with a loom because I never got really proficient. I was okay with it, but I didn't quite I was not able to like really internalize the loom knitting. But I can tell you who there are a lot of tutorials, and her name is Luma Knit, Looma Knit, and her real name is Yvonne Lopez Soto. I might have her name backwards, but it's Yvonne Lopez Soto or Soto Lopez. But if you look on YouTube, you'll see Luma Knit is the name of her channel. She stopped putting out content because she's had all kinds of stuff going on, but she is excellent for the loom knit and wonderful. I mean, I think she was the one that really got it in my brain. Like I had trouble with it, and she got me there. So yes, I don't have a tutorial, but yes, those are great. Yeah, so you don't want them to collect dust, but try it out, and check out her. She shows you how to cast on. So just like with regular knitting, you have to cast on the stitches on the loom, and then you knit them, and then you cast off at the end of the project. Yeah, it's just like real knitting. Yep. Eggs is saying hi to everybody. Okay, and then okay, Barry Storms Cat Radios and Cats is saying you can't beat a quilt in the winter. I need to find a few. Yeah, quilts are great. G-Quat, I don't know if she's still here, but she's the quilter in the house. Yeah, she does quilts. And I never learned quilting. My dad was gonna make a quilt. He acquired one through like one of the old relatives that had passed on, and he was doing it by hand, which to me is like, unless you're gonna do that every day, it's very slow.
Now, what's the process with quilting? Is that 3 needles? No.
Well, no, it's just basically you take little scraps of yarn and you put them together into design.
Scraps of yarn. Okay.
I mean, scraps, not fabric. Sorry, scraps of fabric. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'll show you some pictures here.
Like a quilt. Duh. Okay.
Like a quilt. Yeah. You know what I mean? I keep saying yarn. I meant fabric. See where my mind is? It's like, whoop, Freudian slip. So anyway, here's
hello, Rosie Crochet Corner. I don't know if I say
yeah,
hi.
good to see you. Yeah, she's been around for a while. But yeah, I mean, and they have the whole process of making designs, because usually quilting starts with a design. And then a lot of times what people do is, and I'll just use this one as an example. Let me see, I'll make myself big real quick. Yes, but loom knitting, I don't know. Like I did buy a loom. I did find some at the flea market, and they were really cheap and nobody was buying them. So I said, I'm going to buy them. But you see how you pick your design and then you take the colors of the fabric that you want and you cut it to that design, and then you sew around the edges. And so what you do is you put like batting in behind it, and then you just and usually people do it with machines. I don't sew, at least not well. And G-Quat, that's her thing, and she does some quilting on her channel. So if you want to check out, she does some live stuff. So
Aunt Ellen.
Yes, Auntie Ellen.
I catch her when I can.
Yes. Yeah, she's on like Saturday. I know this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, I'll be there.
Live stream. And she does gardening as well. But that's her whole thing. It's amazing. You know what I mean? So that's the whole process. I mean, you really want to start out with now. If you want to do you want to try one stitch? Or how are you doing on time, Miss T?
I'm okay. Saturday's my free day.
Yeah, this is great. I know. And my husband's gone, so it's all good. Like I'm free too. It's like we're all free. Okay. So the first stitch, now after you've done your chain,
okay,
you want to do the single crochet. And the thing with the crochet stitches is each stitch progressively gets bigger. So it goes single, and then there's a half double, then there's a double crochet, and then there's a treble crochet, and then it goes on from there. And each stitch gets progressively taller. Like when you're making a like an Afghan or something like that.
Gotcha.
Okay. And I think I'm doing this right. Let's see. And greetings. Yes. Greetings to everybody. And greetings to everybody. Oh, we got David Corey's here. Hello. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Good to see you. Okay. Now, so your stitch on your hook does not count as a stitch. It's just extra,
Okay.
So what we're going to do is you want to count 2 back from the top here. So we're going to go into the second chain from the top. We're going to do the second chain. There we go. So you see there's 1 here.
Okay.
And then 2 here. We're going to go in this second chain. And we're going to what you want to do for a single crochet is you just want to insert through the middle of that stitch.
Okay.
Yep. And you want to pull up a loop like this.
Okay.
Yep. And then you want to yarn over and pull through both of those. And that's your single crochet.
No, I bring it.
It's okay.
It's gonna fall off the hook. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, and that happens. That happens.
Okay, there we
See it
go.
high. Yep. Yes. Oh, Jex is he's like, Miss T, hold your fingers right. Ooh, he's
Ooh.
bad.
Hold on. I've never seen Jigs crochet before. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. He said didn't he say he did that before?
He said it. I never seen it.
Yes. Yes. And thanks for stopping by, David. I appreciate the support. I appreciate everybody coming in because this is awesome. I didn't expect people to come in. I didn't know. You just never know.
So now I should have two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and then you yarn over, which means you just wrap, yep, and then just pull it through both of the loops.
Pull through both the loops. Like, what do you say? Both of the loops. Because
Yeah.
first buyers like this is where I get messed up at too.
Yeah, it happens. And
Okay.
and my stupid thing just ended. Let me see if I can fix this. If I can do this real quick. my camera only lasts an hour, and then it goes no more. So I'm gonna get my
okay.
Let me get my other phone here,
Wait,
and then we'll see if I can. I'll do it this way.
both of the loops. Okay.
Yeah. So let me.
I got us, Fresh and Fire. I got us, kinda.
Yeah, I think you have it. I see. I'm watching you.
So now I'm supposed to have one.
Yes, at the end,
Yeah.
right. You always want to get to one loop. Yeah, one at the very end. So that's single crochet. Okay. Then what you do is you go down to the next chain. So from where you are.
Let
me just put this down. He's saying hold your fingers. He's heckling.
Okay. I'll deal with him on Monday.
I know. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, he's gonna be up there, and you have to take care of him on Monday. But anyway. So now I'm going down this chain here. So I'm going to the next one here.
Okay.
So what I want to do is just go into the loop there.
Two
just
over.
Like that.
Okay.
Yep. And then and what you do is you grab a little bit and you pull back through that loop that you just went into. And then you have two. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know this is hard.
Okay.
Yep, you have two, and then you yarn over.
And
pull through both. Oh, sorry. I'm just keep getting out of the shot. And you yarn over and pull through both.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I see. Like once you get it on the hook, you turn it around.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's go back in. You go back in one. You're going to grab a little bit of yarn there, and now you're going to have two loops.
Okay.
And then you yarn over and pull through both.
Okay.
And you get this nice little braid on the top. Let's see if you can see it there. You see that little braid?
And
you see sideways, you get this nice little, the chain's getting fatter. So originally we had just this single little chain here.
Okay.
But as you're going along, you're going in and you're adding on. So we're going to be going back this way. Yep.
Stay Hall said, "Oh my goodness, I would never be able to do this."
Oh, you can know it's really simple because crochet is not hard. It's just, to make it pretty is hard. So let me go back in. So I'm going to go back into this next loop here. So I'm going back in, put it through there, grabbing a little bit of yarn, and now I have two on there. Okay. Then you yarn over and you pull through both. All right. Oh, hey, our treasured home. Oh, start again. Samoan. You're working today? Oh, you love the tutorial. Well, I hope it works. I don't know. See, I like my my camera doesn't last long.
Thank you,
the battery. I need another phone or another camera. Like I need to get a camera. I've been putting it off.
Cameras are so expensive.
They are. They really are. But anyway, I'm going to put you here, and I'm going to get this camera. Let me see if I can get this going.
Okay.
Good to see you.
I got a braid back here. It's looking kind of funky, but it's there.
Now I'm going to make you big, so I'm watching what you're doing. So I hope this doesn't freak you out. Okay, there we go.
So I have my two.
Yep.
Over.
That's it.
And then okay,
you got to grab it. Yep,
Now
you got
twist
it.
it. Once it's on the hook,
You pull it right through. That's it.
and I have one. Yay!
Okay, we need some applause
Emojis.
for Miss
I would
T.
sure like to see Jegs come up here and
I
do a
know.
braid.
Yeah,
Rosie,
so okay. Yeah,
sorry.
she's going live later, Rosie. Okay, Rosie, we see you. But anyway, everyone's saying, "Hey, you got it." And for Humphrey saying, "You got it." Yeah, I thought you did. That was good. We got Nancy, our treasured home. Thank you for coming in. Everyone's saying hi. Samoan is working. Aw, but he's in his office. Everyone's saying hi. Let me see. I think I got it. Okay, I caught up. Sweet. But that looks good, Miss T. I'm watching you.
Okay, that's my little
Yep.
braid.
Yep. But you're getting there. And like I said, your tension's not going to be perfect, but it's okay, you know. And you'll see over time it does really help. Yep, we got some claps. Carol gave you some claps. Felicia gave you some claps. Yes. Yeah, and Suzanne, that's right. Think of the braid as a single loop. Yeah, think of chains as a single loop braid. It looks like a braid, yeah, in your hair. Mm-hmm. Okay. And
Like,
then
we'll never
Jackie's,
see it. We'll never see
we'll
it.
never see it. Yeah, we don't believe you. That's awesome. So you're doing great. So what we got you to single crochet. That's it. And then you just continue down the chain to the end. And then oh, Rosie's clapping. See? So you got some clapping. Yeah, and I'm telling you that this is the beginning. And then you get hooked. Then you get hooked. But that's okay. I love it. You got this, queen. That's what Auntie Treasure's saying.
Oh, thank
Oh, and
you.
then F.R. Humphrey said you're a full member of the club. You are.
Yeah.
She's not convinced, I don't think. I see in the face. Look at the face.
It's just concentration. That's
No, I know. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's looping. Right. You're making loops. That's what Suzanne's saying. Knitting and crocheting is just looping yarn. Loop, loop, loop. All right now. I got you. That's exactly what it is. All right. That's awesome though. You got it. Yeah, I'm loving this. This is good. So I'm checking you out. So anyway, but like I said, I like to like Daphne's creative touch. Uh, she calls herself a self-taught knitter and crocheter that likes to share her art, and that's me too. I would like to say I'd like to do that as well. And yeah, and practice makes it better. Don't worry. Yes, that's what Rosie's saying. Yep. And you are making a hair tie. It's almost done. That's what F.R. Humphrey said. Everyone's saying hi. That is really awesome. So let's see. I haven't made anything crochet in a while. That's like nearby. I wasn't thinking about it. Nope, I have not. But anyway, but like I said, this is just this little granny square. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I'll show you. Let me see what else. I'll show you something else here. I'll show you just a quick picture. Well, actually, I went to a sheep farm way back, and you know, if you feel like, oh, do you go back to the one in the end? You do. Yeah, you take it all the way back to the end, and then you turn your work, and then that's how it goes. And you just sort of you get to the end. Let me see if I can. I just lost my little thingy here. Yeah, so right now I've got about 10 stitches here. I think I did about 10 stitches, whatever the number is. You know what I mean? And yeah, you get to the end. So I'll put myself big, and I'll get to the end of this row, and I'll show you the turn. So what you do is I have like, let's see how many stitches left. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 left. So let me make sure I'm in the shot. So I'm going in the stitch, pulling up a loop. You got 2 on the hook. You yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 1. Let's do it again. Going back in, pull up that loop because we're doing single crochet. And you pull through 2. All right, there's 1 more left. So I'm going back in. So I'm right at the end there because this is my big long tail. My tail's like way too long. You pull through 2. I mean, so you got 2 on the hook, and then you yarn over and pull through both. Okay. So now I'm at the end of this line here. All right. So what you do now is I'm going to turn my work. So you want to go back to the side where the hook is. And then you're going to go right back in and start going into these stitches here and then go back down this direction. And then as you finish a row, you turn your work again and you go back. And that's how it goes. So you're just constantly finishing a row, turning your work, finishing a row, turning your work, and you keep going. Oh, thank you, Miss Angie. You're very kind. But anyway, but that's the single crochet.
Woo-hoo.
And it's exciting. Yep. And there we go, Sandra. So hopefully I got you there. Yep. So anyway, so right now, like I said, I just finished this row here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my work. And you literally turn it. So I'm starting here where the hook is, and then I'm just going to go back into this next stitch here. Pull up the loop there, yarn over and go through both. And then I'm just going to keep going down this row. And there's a few other little things I can show you. And what I'm doing basically, and I don't know if you can see on the top of this, there's a little braid here.
Mm-hmm.
And as Suzanne was talking about the braid. And what I'm doing is I'm inserting the hook through both sides of the braid. So I don't know if you can see that, but the two little pieces of the braid are right there. Yes. And then I'm yarning over, pulling up a loop, and then yarning over and going through two. And I'm just doing this through each section of the braid there. And I'm just going to keep going. Just keep going. Keep going.
Oh, you have the frame.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
I'm going to just keep going. You got to hold it high. I'm going to keep going. Uh-oh, I got a little split there. That's okay. Let's just keep going. And the last one. Put it through there. Whoops. Sorry. Uh-oh, come on. Okay, this is the last stitch. So I'm going to pull it through and go through both, right?
Right.
Now I'm going to turn it.
Got
And
it.
you see the braid is on the top again?
Mm-hmm.
The braid's there. So now you're supposed to chain one. And I forgot to mention that. You chain one, and then you just keep going. So with a single crochet, you're supposed to chain one when you get to the end of the row. And I forgot to mention that. But I'm just going to keep going through here. And chaining one makes the piece of work get a little bit higher. You know what I mean? So you want, every time you finish a row, it should just keep going up higher, 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 higher. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. They said you're gonna make her go out and buy some yarn.
Uh-oh. And you got to come join the crew because there's a lot of us. I like it. Yep. And let's see. What did she say? Okay, I see where I messed up. I didn't pull it back through both loops. That's it. Yep, my braid is the same, but skinny. Lord, I need some coffee. It is early for a lot of people. And while I blinked, you have a whole row, and that's what happens. And then crochet is very fast. And you can actually, I'm slow compared to a lot of people, but it's okay, But anyway, so Miss T's working out great. But yeah, every time you get to the end of the row with a single crochet, you're supposed to chain one.
Okay, chain one, then go back.
Then go back and then keep going. Yep. And then when you're done, you're going to get this nice little piece of fabric. And you see where every row it's just getting a little higher and higher. And I'm like halfway through this top row here. You see that?
Gotcha.
Yep. So you just keep going. But yeah. But I only did about 10 stitches. So like I said, this is a small little sample. Now, one of the things, speaking of a small little sample, a lot of yarn companies say to check out your tension, like when you're making patterns, like a lot of times, I'll tell you like a funny story. So somebody I know made a sweater and it was too small. And the reason why it was too small is they tell you to make a little swatch. You want to make a 4 by 4 inch swatch.
A swatch?
Swatch, a piece of fabric, sort of like this.
Okay.
And this tells you when you measure like how many stitches are in 4 inches. And usually in patterns, they say you need 10 stitches per inch going, side to side. Or it might be, or you need, to be 4 inches, it should be 10. It might be 10 by 10 or 10 by 15, whatever it is. They tell you what it is in the patterns. And oh, what else? With the homework, I know. Let's see. Oh, okay, hold on, Steve. Okay, that's a good question. All right, let's go back. Let's see. So, Kelly, explain how one can add or miss a stitch at the start or end of causing issues. Sometimes good to use a stitch marker. That is a good point. Yes, Steve is a crocheter, and yes, a stitch marker will help you counting stitches, because the thing is, usually when you first start out, you have to kind of get used to what eyeballing what the stitches look like, and there's a lot of times, it just takes a minute to figure that out. But if you put a stitch marker or a piece of yarn at the end, you can kind of see, like for example, like I have this green thing here.
Uh-huh.
This and what you do is you just mark it. Stitch markers are pieces of plastic. Now, I don't have one next to me right
I was
now.
about to ask you, what is that?
Yeah, but you can put either like a piece of yarn there, and this will mark your very very last stitch. So when you come
Oh,
down that row, you'll say, "Oh, that's where my stitch should begin." But
hey,
you can
Lady
also,
Campion. I think I just connected with
Mhm.
her last night.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's a
that's
senior,
wonderful.
isn't she?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. A very very. Is she
Yeah,
singing?
she's wonderful. I saw her on a live stream and I was like, oh my God,
I know, right? Right?
why isn't she signed?
Yes. And Steve, if you want to add anything to that, but yeah, it's just a piece of plastic, and of course I don't have one with me because I always lose them. Stitch markers. It's so funny. Like you lose, you go through so many of those. But let me see if I can show you a picture of one.
Okay.
Actually, here's a good picture right here on here. But yeah, but a stitch marker, and you can also use like a bobby pin or a safety pin. You can put it there. Anything that will clip on there to just tell you where you are on the end of your stitches. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And here's a picture. Now this is knitting, but let me put this down. But yeah, Lady Campion's awesome. She is like, whew, she makes me, I know, it's like now I want to take singing lessons. Hey, Dream Builder. Now look, can you see this picture right here?
Uh-huh.
See, they have a stitch marker, right? I'm sorry, I can't move my finger. I'm
Okay.
going the wrong way. Right there.
Uh-huh.
See the red? Yep. So anyway, that way you can mark your stitches. And a lot of times, like if sometimes there'll be a pattern stitch or things like that. And what it does is it just marks it. You say, you start your pattern here, or you change your color here, or you do whatever here. Yes. Hey, Lady Campion. Good to see you. Were your ears burning? And let's see, what's Rim Builder saying? Welcome. Hello, girls in chat. Hope all's well with you. Checking in to lurk while making dinner. Wow. What's for
Now,
dinner?
where's Dream Builder at to be making dinner?
Yeah, where are you? Yeah, I can't remember. I know it's over.
Oh, okay.
Overseas, yeah. But I don't remember exactly where. That's crazy. But yes, awesome song, you and Michael. Yeah, you guys were great. Oh, and Fr Humphrey does not do swatches. But the thing about it is my friend made this sweater and too small. Couldn't get her body in there. And
Oh.
also there was some body confusion. Like you're bigger than you think you are. But anyway,
Right.
I'm just gonna say it. It is what it is. So you have to make sure that if you're making something specifically like a wearable, that you want it to fit. So when people write patterns, they sort of have an idea of what tension it should be and how many stitches. So it's how many stitches wide, how many stitches deep.
Mm.
And then if you stay to that gauge, and that's the whole gauging and tension. Tension's all related to gauge and tension are sort of hand in hand.
I can see
And
where it got tighter because now I'm like, where is my loop?
yes. And I say just take a breath and go, woo. You know what I mean? Like if you need to, like breathe in, breathe out, because crochet, that hook it's kind of intimidating. Like you almost feel like you should be holding it tight, but you really don't have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You really don't have to. Like the evil plan is that this should be enjoyable. It's a
Should
process.
be enjoyable.
It should be enjoyable. And if it's not, no, like you've got to fix that.
But
And
it's
maybe Angie's treasures.
not
Oh,
bad.
No, I mean, but like I said, it's been a while. You said it's been double decades.
Yeah.
A decade. It's been a couple of decades, so it is what it is, and it's fine. So we'll see, Miss Angie's treasures. But anyway, but that's the reason why you want to do a gauge swatch, because you don't want to make a sweater, spend hours and hours of time, and then you can't put your arm in there. So that's really the thing. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you're good. Yes. Yes. And Fresh and Free Fire Backyard Living is saying, yes, a stitch marker will help me so much. Thanks for the suggestion. Yes, Steve is great. Yes. And you can use, right, a paper clip as well. Yep. And let's see. When you don't want to protect, unscramble and use a sticky marker. Okay, Rosie, I've never heard that, but interesting. A sticky, like a sticky. Oh, okay. And let's see. Again, Carol says she uses gold bond powder on her hands when they get sweaty. I like it. And then F.R. Humphrey saying tension will come. Yeah, it's a thing that it takes a minute. Don't rush it. And Jamie is still in the bushes. Hey. Oh no, don't look at the yarn. Lady Campion.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
You don't see that. So anyway, I put this yarn here. A lot of the yarn people put it behind them to kind of say, hey, I'm a yarn person. But I put this here to kind of say, Kelly, you've got to use this. And this is all this winter yarn, which I should be using right now. And have I used it? So anyway, but this is all wool here. These last couple of boxes right there. It's all wool. And the idea was to make a wool blanket, but have I done that? No. So, that's the evil plan. Yes. And you're never too old to learn. There you go, Rosie. You got it. Yes. And then definitely, here you go. Tension will come. It takes a moment. And tonight, it's funny. I started a lady that I know crocheting, and she had the same problem. She was she started 2 Saturdays ago, Miss T. Oh yeah, what yarn? Yeah, you mean wall art. That's correct.
Art.
Yes. And then F.R. Humphrey said stitch markers will help keeping the edges straight. Yeah, but that we'll get to that. Yeah, for sure. Stitch marker. Oh, okay, gotcha. So Rosie meant stitch marker. Yeah, those are great. I'll have to pull some of those out. Yeah, it's weird. Like I don't use them as often as I probably should. And some days I'm like, bobby pin. There's that. So let's see. Yeah, that's a good tip, Carol. We like that one. But like the gold bond. Yeah. See, and it's funny. I don't have sweaty hands. Surprisingly. Yeah, don't have that. Yeah, my daughter does. Terrible. Like one time we were cooking and she was doing cookies. And she put the dough in her hand and she was rolling it and it just melted through her fingers. And I'm like, get out of the kitchen. I was like, throw that in the trash. Like that was just, it cooked in her hands. It was gross. It was not good. Yes. Yes, the wall art. But anyway, I put this here just to be in my face and say, Kelly, use this brown yarn that you've had sitting here forever. And this is all wool. It's like Icelandic wool. And it's really good for winter sweaters if you live in really cold climates. And the lanolin in the wool is it's not greasy, but it's so moist that when water hits it, it just wicks right off. And I love this yarn so much. But it is a little warm. Like since the earth is warming up a little bit, I've noticed that I can't wear those type of sweaters anymore. It's really interesting, but they're great Icelandic wool sweaters. Yeah. But anyway, I bought this wool thinking I'm going to make a wool blanket since it's been chilly. But today I think we're in our 50s. Let's see. I'm going to check the weather here. See what this says here. Let's see. Yeah, this is good. So anyway, let's see. I'm going to see what the weather is. I'm going to put my weather. I think it feels about 50. I'm very warm.
I wish I could be on that level.
Yeah, I mean, well, Indianapolis does get a lot of snow, in my opinion. Yeah, I remember that. I just remember going, it's too cold. That's, and we used to get caught in the snow, like on the turnpike on our way over all the time. It would just be like, and then we'd get through the mountains and then we're like, oh, okay, now we're good. Yeah, 49. Didn't I tell you it was like 50 degrees? I could feel it.
Not bad.
Here we go. Yeah, so yeah, it's 25 related camping. Now, where are you, if you don't mind sharing? I mean, not exactly, but like which state? Yeah, 25 out though. That's chilly though. That's not. Yeah, see, it's warm where we are, and it was raining, and I can always tell when it starts to rain. It feels like it gets very sticky. The humidity. Oh, you're in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Ooh, nice. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Yeah. Yeah. And Felicia's like out there planting, food, in like a tank top. And I'm going, I have on 3 sweaters. It's 42 in Alabama. What? And then Carol's got her back door open. See, we cannot do that. We cannot do that. Let's see, Chicago. Let me see.
Oh yeah, I'm in Indiana. Chicago's always colder.
It is cold. I know, and we're mad at the Californians. Let's see. Did it work? No, it didn't work. Nightbot must have been busy. Let's see. You can try it again, Gloria. You got to put exclamation point, weather, space, and then where you are. I don't know why hers skipped. Didn't like it. But Chicago's always cold. Like I used to go there all the time and freeze my little cheeks. So Maryland, we're the same temperature, Miss Angie. 47, like just about. We're about the same. Yep, 69% humidity. 13-mile-an-hour winds at the west. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, I can't believe the back door open. That's insane. 25 is chilly. But yeah, and if you go on Instagram, there's a guy from Philly that keeps showing all the flooding. And the expressway was underwater, like by like feet, like 20 feet high. The river just like lost its banks the other day. So that's terrible. Yeah. Oh, there's butter roll petite. Hey.
Butter roll's awesome.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Yes. And here's Chicago. So it's 25. The wind is blowing west at 19 miles per hour. And the current humidity is 79%. That's pretty sticky. Yeah. 79% is high.
Sandra, you just need the explanation point.
Yeah, and you're good. Let's see. But anyway, yes. And then Stay saying Texas is confusing. It's supposed to be a low of 15. It's 50 now, but it's supposed to be a low of 15 tomorrow. Going to Pittsburgh on Wednesday, you're going to freeze your focus off. It's going to be 5 degrees when you get there. My body's going to need It's crazy. What in the, yeah.
What?
Yes. Pittsburgh is, I love Pittsburgh, but girl. It's like, girl. Yeah, and the weather, it's snowy there too. It's sort of like Indiana. Mm. But yeah, let's see. There's Dave, Hacienda Heights. So he's 48. So like we're almost the same temperatures. Isn't that weird, from California to Pennsylvania? You wouldn't think they would be the same.
Right.
56% humidity, a little bit lower, but then a little bit slower winds. It's not bad.
Sorry, Sandra, you just need a space between weather and your zip code, and then you got it. I promise. I promise.
Yeah. Exclamation point, though. She's an exclamation point.
Oh.
But anyway, there it is. So that's where we are. 46 in Atlanta. Okay. It's always warmish there, too. It never gets cold. Yeah.
Weather.
So, yeah, it's crazy. But, I'm used to it. Like, I'm not used to it. See, I want to be in, really where I want to be right now is Hawaii. That's where my brain is. It's 80 degrees every day, and there's like winds, and it's sunny. And and you just feel like there's like the Beyonce fan, your hair's blown, and that's what happens. You walk down the beach, and you're like, I'm in a video. Because the weather's perfect. So there's Indianapolis. Let's see what you got going there. Oh, 20 degrees.
Okay.
Okay. Snow shower. What? No. 14-mile-an-hour wind. No. And high humidity. That means you're going to get snow. Like bad.
This is the good life.
I am not a meteorologist, but I know this equals snow. That is some snow mess right there. Oh, Samoa's going to Hawaii in March. Okay, so I'm coming with you.
Burleson.
Will your wife and kids mind? Like, I'm just gonna be like in somewhere in Burleson. Okay, see what you got there. 52. That's warm. Yeah. Winds south southwest at 20 miles. That's pretty windy though. In low humidity, 33%. Nice. Take me with you. Exactly. I'll cook you guys dinner.
Yeah, our bringer does cook. She cooks as well.
Yes. And Stace said, when her sons lives in Hawaii, I would love, love, love it there. You will. Retirement plan? I can't get my husband. I'm like, dude, I want to go. I may have to leave him.
Yeah.
It's like, I love you, but I got to go. Yes. Yes, that's awesome. So here's a Butter Roll Boutique, Memphis. 36 degrees. See, it's kind of chilly down there. 6-mile-per-hour winds at the southwest. Low humidity, 52%. Not bad. So there's no snow there. But yours is like it's snow, Miss T. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
no, that is just
used to it. Yeah. It's way of life now.
Yes. Yes. But I see why you want to get out of there.
Oh yeah, I'm so over it.
Yes. So how are you feeling about the crochet?
I feel good. I'm going to work on this later on tonight while I'm just sitting here, and probably we'll talk about like a second series,
yes,
double knotting or something else.
Yes, we can do that. But I just wanted you to sort of get a little feel for what it is, and like I said, you have to go back and sort of work through it on your own. And and I don't want to say like watch too many videos, but you can watch some videos and just check out people's tension. And let me see who has a great. Oh, Shiv Puri, where's this?
Oh, it's going to be Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, it is. I've never heard of that. Okay, 65. Okay, we are going there. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. 4-mile-an-hour winds, not too bad. You got a little something going on.
Okay.
Humidity's, it's not bad. All right now. Let's see. Hey, Butter Roll Boutique. Sandra's saying Memphis is your home. Oh, I didn't know that. See, I'm learning new stuff. So we're all over the place. This is awesome.
Memphis is cool. I like Memphis.
Yeah. I haven't been there in years. Or Atlanta. Like I've been there a couple of times, but long time.
Atlanta.
In Indianapolis, I haven't been there in a while.
Haven't missed much. We still got 500.
Do you? Okay. Yeah. What about there was a roller rink we used to go to.
USA
probably
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to do all kinds of stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
We enjoyed it. Excuse me. Me and my father is from Indianapolis and via Alabama.
Now, when you came to India, were you on the east side, the west side? Do you remember?
Out Broadway.
Okay, I'm familiar with Broadway.
Yeah. So what happened was my grandparents lived in this terrible, dilapidated house. Not to spill all the beans, but he lived in a terrible house and like in the bad side of town.
Uh-huh.
And then their kids bought them a home when they were older, over near Broadway. And then and this house was beautiful. It was stone, and it was a like a twin, two connected.
Right.
And the one child lived in the one side, and then the grandparents lived in the other. And this beautiful manicured lawns and all this. It was beautiful. And when they moved out of the hood, like into that area, we were like, what? Like it was a big change. It was beautiful. And they kept that house for like 40 years. And then they just eventually sold it because the kids are starting to pass away and everything.
Right.
But anyway. Okay. Yes. We want video. We want video documentation of Hawaii. Yes. Yes. And Oh, and that'll be a great place to celebrate my birthday. Please enjoy, Simone. Watch me. Yeah, Mike. Yes. Also, we love it. Yeah, I love Hawaii so much, and I've only been there twice, but no, 3 times. I made 3 times, but I want to go again. And I need, but each time I've seen different areas, so I still have like 3 more islands to go or 4 more islands to go.
Oh wow.
That's the thing. There's so many islands. Yeah, but when you come in Honolulu, that's Oahu. And Oahu is kind of the tourist trap, but I don't mind it, you know. So go anywhere but there to any of the islands. But I want to try them all, eventually. Yep. And the water is so pretty. But yes, I'll be waiting for the video also. And take us with you, please. Yeah, because from here, the flights are just so expensive. I don't even know what they are anymore. But I used to watch the flights and then I just stopped watching the flights because they're so high. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, dreams. Yes. And there's Laura's Block Ministries. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So we had a little crochet lesson. Miss T with the T got reacquainted. We made some new friends.
I am very happy with my re-beginning process.
Yes, that is really good. And you picked some good you picked good yarn. I can't believe that yarn. I'm like, I want that, but no, I can't. See, that's the problem. You see what I mean?
Uh-huh.
All the things you want. Yeah, it's like that song. Everything she wants. Yes. Oh,
Or is it 62?
yes. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. 62. 62. Nice. Yeah. And Laura's Block Ministry. She's one of the creators. She does other stuff too. She does diamond painting and stuff like that. But she's
Oh,
always in the crochet community, chilling out.
check her out.
Yes. Oh, and Laura, if you want to drop your link, just type Kelly, Kelli, and we'll pick you up. Yep. And anybody else, if you want to do it before we go. But anyway, I just want to say, while everybody's here, thank you for enjoy helping us. I just think this is so awesome. Like it's been fun. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and gosh, it's been a while. Like since I've done a live stream where I've had like so much fun. Yeah, it's been a while. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. Yeah, like especially doing crochet. Like I haven't done a whole lot of crochet. I need to do more. Need to do more. I really enjoy it, and that's the thing. I just want to like let people know. Any of the fiber art, any art really, and I didn't realize I was like artsy and crafty. It came later in life, I would say. Um, oh, what kind of painting? Let's see. What were we talking about? Oh, diamond painting. Diamond painting. Sorry, Lady Campion. Yeah, if you guys do that. But she does other crafts as well. Diamond painting. I have not done diamond painting. I have a kit that someone gave me. So I'm gonna give that a try. That's on the list. Diamond painting. I don't know if you've done those, if you know what that is, but diamond painting, that's what she does.
I'm trying to look her up and see what it was. Let me see.
Yeah, diamond painting. It's where you take those little jewels. It's like they look like diamonds. You make pictures, and they're usually kits that you get. They'll have like I saw the other day in Michael's. They had a Star Wars kit where it was like Darth Vader's head, and you put the little black diamonds in the picture and different colors, and it's pretty cool. It's almost like reminds me of not paint by numbers, but they call it diamond painting. Yeah. Oh no, okay. No, you're fine. Yeah, me too. Yeah, and it's something I don't do, but that's a thing that like Zach's Crafts and Paintings does those, and I think Laura, let us know if you have any examples on your page. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't think she has any. She doesn't do like necessarily content, but she's always working on them. And I got her to come up on my channel, a couple times, and she does do it. But diamond painting is sort of a hot. I'm going to say it's been hot for about 5 years in my, in my head. And if you go to like one of the craft stores, you look at the diamond painting section. It just like I said, it almost reminds me of paint by number. It's not quite by number, but there's all these intricate designs. Let me see if I can find a good picture here.
Okay, I had to like Google diamond paintings, and I said,
Yes.
"Oh, beautiful."
It is. It's pretty cool, but I've heard that you can get hooked on it. Another one, another addiction. Yes. And I have not done, like I said, I haven't started one yet. I won, I think I won a giveaway. And so let me see here. Here's a picture here. Oh no, it's Timu. I don't, ugh. I'm not a Timu fan. I
I'm
mean,
not either.
everybody loves Timu, but I'm like, ugh, no, thank you. I just don't want to, like, I'm trying not to shop. And that's like the other, 2024 goal that I've been sort of keeping pretty good to that is that, so this one's on Amazon. And let me see, I'll just put it in the picture, but you can see that there. It's a peacock. Yeah, and so they give you all these little blue, different colors of blue and greens and things like that. It's $13.50 for this kit. And yeah, I won't buy from Temu. I know I'm trying. I
I haven't
didn't mean
either.
to. Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from them. Oh, but anyway, here's a better picture of it. Ah, this is better. This is much better. And you see the person. You use a little, like almost like a pencil, and each of those little dots there is you put the color on. And I don't know. I don't know if it's glued on. I think it's glued on somehow. Oh, the thing about Temu is they're going to communicate. Yes, I heard that they are stalkers.
Oh wow.
Yes.
What did I? Okay.
So let me see if I can show another
I
picture
love
here.
my gardening, but I miss crafting.
Oh, do
Mm,
you? Oh, see, here's another one. But look at that. See, there's a little pen, and you just put these little dots down on the paper.
that's cool. I
And that's,
never knew actually the process.
yeah. And now I noticed that at Joanne's a while back. Oh, it's been fun. Fresh and Fire Backyard Living. Oh, thank you so much for coming. Yes, it was a lot of fun. Love my gardening, but miss crafting. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, and Timu, I understand, Suzanne. Stay away from them. And everyone's saying, right, stay. Yeah, they are going to communicate. LOL. That's true. And people are hooked. And I think that's another thing, like people are so hooked on it. And that's what scares me about them
Hmm.
because it's so cheap. It's so inexpensive. Like you can just buy all this random stuff. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I question that too. I'm like, why is everything so cheap?
Yeah. I mean, I think as well, I'll give you my last little, my little 2 cents here. But people who are older than a certain age, when they've seen in stuff that was made in the USA, and back when people they cared, but they really weren't thinking about all the care and love that they were putting in the stuff, the things.
Hmm.
And oh, you turned the notification off. Yes, and that's true, Lady Campion. They were leaking people's information. And they said that they were getting into your phone, your contacts, and things like that. And I said, oh, no, 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 no. Yes. And Carol's here. Carol, the girl miniature. Hey, good to see you.
What?
She's here. Hey, Carol.
Hey girl, hey girl.
Hey, girl. Yeah. So anyway, everyone's saying hi. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Oh, you can't send it. Now, let me see if I can get Laura. Let's see if I can put her in here. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, it's really interesting. Here we go. There's Laura. Yeah, it's weird. I'm gonna see if it'll let me. Come on. Yeah, my internet gets really, really slow.
I've had that
Slow.
problem too.
Yeah, I'm in the country, so like I have an excuse. Let me see if I can do Laura's. I'm gonna put Laura's link in there description. But anyway, yeah, the craft you just showed, I might think little plastic pellets that you put in place and lay on paper. Yep, that's it. And living out loud. Yep, that's it. Yep. And then let's see. You lay a piece of paper over it and iron it. Oh, I didn't know that's what you do. And then you melt it. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. No, there's something else that's I forget what they call that. Perler beads. They do that. It sounds more like the beads, but let's see. I just ordered them. And everything, and they're so much smaller than advertised. Oh, really? Interesting. She's saying about the diamond painting. Yeah, they are very small. Those little beads. And sometimes not Michael's, but I saw them at Joann's. They were selling tubes of just one color. Like you can go in and buy extras of a color or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh snap, that's interesting. You know what I mean? So anyway, but there's that. Let's see what else. Let me see if I can do Laura's here. Of course, I accidentally closed my live stream, but let's go back in. It's funny. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. But anyway, check out Laura's Block Ministries. Check out anybody in the chat, that you're interested in. And let me see. What did Carol say? Oh, she's saying hi. Yes, everyone's saying hi. Okay, good. But yeah, that's what Butter Roll Boutique's saying, that she's ordered them and that's been like a thing. So that's terrible.
I've never ordered off of Temu. They sent me 2 things. Try to do the affiliate program. I was like, nope, I don't want to do it. I don't want it.
You're like, no, thank you.
I don't want to like, oh, Miss T recommended me to do this, and now they're emailing me every 5 seconds. And
yes, it is scary because you don't want that to happen, right?
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. There's Laura. All right, let me got you. Let me see. Get your channel. Let's make your copy of the link. Yes. All right. Come on, copy. Copy. And copy. And paste. Let's see if this goes. This is Laura. Okay. Copy. Paste. And does that look good? I don't like I don't like what they did with these links. They added all this extra stuff at the end.
Yeah.
This would be so nice. Like, I don't know why it's doing that, but let's see if that works. There's Laura. Mm-hmm.
Here's Laura.
All right. So anyway, there we go. That's much better. But anyway, well, thank you so much, Miss T. I was afraid to go live. Like we were gonna silently live or in the bushes live. Because we were scared. I didn't want to put her, like I said, she does that Monday through Friday live streaming, and I was like, girl, don't you just want to chill? But I'm glad that we put it out there though. It worked out great.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. So anyway, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you all and much love. And like I said, create something, eat well. Try to eat fresh. I know it's not easy, but do the best you can. And, thank you so much for watching. All right. So we got you. Yay. All right. And let's wave our waves and say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.